Tracy Myers here along with Brian Hawx, and this is night 2 of Wrestlecade Weekend goes virtual. Now, as we explained last night, this year we can't have Wrestlecade Weekend because of the pandemic, but we decided to get together and put some matches together for you to enjoy, whether you've been at every Wrestlecade or you've never been to Wrestlecade because of travel, holidays, work. We understand. However, we got some really cool matches. Last night was the top 10 matches from Showcase of Champions, which is our Friday night event, and tonight, 10 best matches from the Wrestlecade Super Show, which is probably our flagship deal, right? I mean, we've got the convention during the day, which is autographs and meet and greets and merchandise and all the cool stuff. And then you leave the convention room and you go to the Super Show room. And for those who have never been, I mean, it's pretty awesome. I mean,
it's the biggest.
It's our deal, right? But it's still cool.
Small wrestling show you could probably go to on the East Coast.
Yeah.
Realistically
no doubt.
speaking.
No doubt. Yeah. Last year, for example, over the 3 days, only 8,000 people showed up from around the world. Scotland, Argentina, Germany. Really cool, right? And look, we have a great team that helps put this thing together over those 3 days, and a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff and people that never get pats on the back publicly. And we'd be here all night if we named them all, but big thanks to them. And you know, the pandemic has really stressed a lot of people out. They're stuck at home. There's no school. You can't watch live wrestling unless you're doing it illegally or you're in a state where they just don't care, and we get that. No judgment on our part either way. But with Wrestlecade Weekend, we're like, look, this is special. The thing we hear over and over is people say it's a tradition for my friends and my family, and we wanted to give something back. And we already have eight years of amazing matches that some people have never seen, or they haven't seen them since they were there 8 years ago.
Or forgot about.
Or forgot about.
A lot of people work on the holiday weekend, and we understand that. And this is a great time where you didn't have to buy a DVD. You could watch 10 of the best matches we've ever had.
Yeah, and so we're giving them to you for free. So right now is a great time to share this broadcast on every social media platform. Let your friends know about this. Tag them in the comment section below. You can be as interactive as you'd possibly like to be. It'd be cool to see your comments in there, and we'll be watching along with you. So that's pretty cool. We're fading off this turkey high or turkey low, or you know, whatever you want to call it. It's a little edgy right now.
Just don't have more than 10 people over at your house.
No, do not have more than 10 people in the house. You'll see at the Benton Convention Center, this thing grew. Speaking of people, right?
Oh my gosh.
This is a horrible segue, but there were, I think we had 3,500-ish people year one.
From the first year.
To when it was one day, which was a Sunday, and I'd forgotten about that until you reminded me. And now it's 3 days and 8,000 plus people. And realistically, if we had a bigger venue, we could have more people. We have decided to keep it in our hometown, supports our hometown, and makes things a lot easier for us. And for those of you who come in, it helps us keep our ticket prices down. Because if we traveled, then we would have to hire folks to go with us. Extra people that go with us, a huge team anyway, and that would make ticket prices go up. And we don't want to do that. So, but tonight you don't have to pay anything. You get to watch this for free. The top 10 matches from the Super Show, and I got a sneak peek of this top 10 list, and the who's in the top 10 list in these matches. It's pretty incredible.
We'll take a wild peek, not knowing. I'm gonna say Matt Hardy's in at least one of those.
I'm gonna say the former Wrestlecade champion. The first Wrestlecade champion, Matt Hardy's in at least one of these matches. Yes.
There was only 2 Wrestlecade champions.
And the other one was?
Double J.
Double J Jeff Jarrett, who beat Matt Hardy.
Did.
And then Matt beat him back and retired. He deleted the championship.
He did.
When he was broken.
On the original title, it actually has deleted.
A deleted Wrestlecade. So that's pretty cool. But right now, watch the top 10 matches from Wrestlecade Super Show during Wrestlecade Weekend goes virtual. Afterwards, which we'll see you on the other side, but go to shopwrestlecade.com. The one thing we don't talk nearly enough about is the charity we support during Wrestlecade Weekend. At the end of the event last year, we'd given charity $30,000, and that helps support kids and families that can't have Christmas, and that means a lot to us.
And that was one of our actual original ideas when we started Wrestlecade, was to find something in Winston-Salem to give back to, and that's what we've been able to do. It's a huge event, but there's always a backstory that a lot of people do forget about, and that's something awesome for Winston-Salem.
Yep. So Shop Wrestlecade will help us continue to support that cause this year and going into next year, and we'll just hope and pray that Wrestlecade Weekend 2021 happens. Until then, sit back, relax.
10 matches.
10 matches, best of Wrestlecade Weekend Super Show, or stand up. It doesn't matter. I get so excited I stand up. So I'm about to stand up right now.
There you go.
Yeah, just stretch this thing out. But we'll see you on the other side.
As you said, Stevie, both of these men get it done on their own. But when they come together, they might make some magic.
Perhaps. We have to wait and see. But I've seen the likes of the Swans of the world, and I'm not so convinced.
I understand this match is one fall to a finish. So that's one of the disadvantages here. You don't have to be involved in the pinfall. You don't have to be in the match to lose this contest.
And that's what I don't like about these kind of rules. That's what I don't like about these kind of matches. Because you can throw your heart, your soul, your guts into a match, and then somebody wins, and you don't have anything to do with it. That's not fair.
And you can hear that crowd getting behind the Gymnasty boys in the early going. This is their Super Show debut. They've been a part of Wrestlecade Weekend for many years, but their first opportunity in front of the 8,000 plus here inside the Benton Convention Center.
Luke Hawx making his presence known right now.
And Stevie, you know better than anyone. I don't know if anyone tells it like it is more than Luke Hawx.
Luke Hawx is a straight shooter, barring one of my phrases. Luke Hawx is a straight shooter. He tells it like it is because this man has been around the business since a teenager. I've been knowing Luke for many, many, many years.
All the way back when he was an altar boy.
Yes, if that's what you want to call him. All the way back when he was one of the water boys. But be that as it may, we're going to see what he's got tonight, see if he's still got a little in the tank as he shows his from some of his expert tutelage, if you will.
Bell sounds, we are underway. Triple threat tag team action, one fall to a finish. Referee Jared Fritz assigned to this contest. PJ Hawx starting things out with Rich Swann. Trying to wear him down there. Looks like a Fujiwara armbar attempt, but Swann quickly reverses into a front chancery. Hammerlock applied there by PJ Hawx. There's a wrench there on that shoulder of Rich Swann. As Swann thrown into the barricade multiple times last night on the outside by Matt Cross, still possibly feeling the effects of that one.
You know, you mentioned the match that he had last night, which I think was phenomenal. And that may be why. Good move.
And you see that takedown right there by PJ Hawx, a very accomplished amateur wrestler.
I was just about to say that. You cannot overlook his amateur experience.
As he grabs that front chancery there. No points awarded in this one.
That's okay. You can wear him down anyway, especially a guy like Swann.
And right into the Hawx Aerie corner. Tag into his father, Luke Hawx. I know recently the Hawx family competing in a father-son tag team matchup.
I was there.
Certainly very unique. And a beautiful head scissors takeover there by Rich Swann.
And that's the thing about Rick Swann.
And Hawx here looking a little angry, a little ticked off as he's looking for his next challenge, and it looks to be Willie Mack. And Luke Hawx, who just recently was in a powerlifting competition. And you have to wonder here how training for that and a matchup like this potentially could help or hurt him.
Well, the thing about powerlifting, what it does is builds certain endurances, builds your body up to take pain. So a lot of professional wrestlers through the years, especially in my era, we did a lot of powerlifting, and that's what it does for you in the ring. Take the pounding.
Nice reversal there by Willie Mack into a front chancery of his own. Trying to ground Luke Hawx. Luke, 6 feet, 227. Willie Mack, 5'10", 280.
Yeah, in a couple of minutes, we're going to get to see who's who, if you ask me.
Sends him for a ride, and Hawx showing off that power there with that shoulder tackle. But Willie Mack comes right back with a bit of athleticism, kipping right up and staring at Hawx, saying, bring it on one more time. Takes him down again, and Willie Mack pops right back up again.
Willie Mack, a very deceptive athlete.
Off the ropes, Hawx goes. The third time, will that be a charm? Wants to keep him down, but Willie Mack, As Mack challenging him here. They both hit the ropes. And Willie Mack with the leg lariat. And Mack's got him here. Scoop slam. And for the first time in this matchup, Timmy Lou Retton coming in. Stevie, a former gymnast.
You know, I find that hard to believe, but that's what I was told. And I've seen the man move in the ring, and I've been around a lot of gymnasts in my life, and he doesn't look like anyone I've ever seen, but hey.
A lot of deceptive athleticism in this matchup. Both the men inside the ring, White Mike on the outside.
Yes.
These guys can really bring it, as you have a nice mix of styles in here, but once again, one fall to a finish.
And that's why I don't know. Me and my brother competed in matches like this, and you know what we did? We just took over the match on both competitors, but both teams, to make sure none of them got in the air, and that's how we held the title.
And that's what helped lead you to 10 World Tag Team Championship reigns.
Because, you know, WCW tried to do everything to take the belts from them, but we always was one step ahead.
The always resilient Harlem Heat bouncing right back as the Gymnasty boys looking to stay on the up and up here as Willie Mack there reverses course and puts him right against the ropes. And Willie Mack now. Oh, looks for the Irish whip, and the gymnast skills on display right there. Timmy Lou sent for a ride, and Timmy Lou gonna snap off a head scissors takeover.
We see the gymnastic skills right now, big time display.
Moving with all sorts of grace right there.
I think my man Willie was very surprised right there. And I know I was.
I don't think you see a lot of that in South Central, do you?
No.
As White Mike in the matchup now. This crowd, somehow White Mike has connected with the fans of Winston-Salem unlike very many others. Arguably the most popular team in the history of America's Most Liked Wrestling.
Well, hey. Okay.
I don't know if you want to do a dance-off with Rich Swann.
But I'm the baddest showgun.
You know what? I'm going to go on the record right now.
I got to give that a 9.5.
I think that's his problem.
Let's see what White Mike has here.
I heard Mike was like, I heard this man was as good a dancer as Michael Jackson. That's what I heard.
That's one hell of a worm right there. Stevie, I think this is the first time I've ever seen this.
And I hope it's the last time I see it.
I thought we were briefly at a wedding. As White Mike.
I could have swore I was looking at Kid play.
That big swinging DDT. Oh my. As he just plants Rich Swann. Here we go, hooks that leg too. And Luke Hawx,
who initiated this very thing.
He breaks that up. I don't think we're gonna see Hawx Aerie dancing too much in this one.
Not at all. This is what I'm talking about. Taking the initiative. Taking the initiative.
The double team backbreaker,
yes!
nicely done.
Wait a minute, I'm sorry about that, ladies and
little
gentlemen.
team Wildcat over here.
I'm sorry about that. I got a little overzealous.
I know Stevie was cheering on Team Wildcat in our pre-show affair. And Willie with a big roundhouse takes out Luke Hawx. And Willie Mack left standing inside the ring right now.
Oh, Willie Mack. What is he about to do?
Here we go, Willie Mack hits the ropes. And milk chocolate can fly. As Mack takes him out, but keep your eyes on PJ Hawx. He's all the way upstairs. PJ Hawx with a big splash. He takes out Swann there. And White Mike looking to make the third time a charm perhaps. Oh, what's he gonna do here, Stevie?
He said he's gonna do some type of somersault.
White Mike building all sorts of steam here. Hits the ropes. Steps through the ropes. And takes a shortcut to the outside. I don't think anyone's coming, but there's Timmy Lou trying to catch him napping. And Timmy Lou!
Human bowling pins.
Unbelievable right there. Acai moonsault to the outside by Timmy Lou Retton.
But he has to get someone back inside the ring so he can finish them.
And now Timmy Lou in there with Luke Hawx. I don't even know who's legal at this point.
I don't either.
As Timmy Lou, almost shades of the great Muta later on, that handspring elbow. Luke Hawx dumps him there with that running power slam.
That is the way they lay it down, lay him down, put the big moves on him.
That's vintage Luke Hawx offense right there. As Swann, utilizing PJ to derail Luke.
With a DDT.
And now Swann's gonna follow in pursuit here. Rich Swann following Luke Hawx all the way upstairs. And Hawx, what's he gonna do with him here, Stevie?
Look at the power of Luke Hawx. Look at the power.
He's got him in fireman's carry position. He's all the way on the top rope. What's he gonna do with him here? Super DVD, no! Oh. Into the overhead belly to belly by PJ. The father-son combo taking out Rich Swann. But now Timmy Lou Retton, he's got him here. Well, he might be going for a tiger driver. Instead, he's got him up. Gonna turn him out. Oh, into the backbreaker. Innovative offense there by Timmy Lou.
Unbelievable, unbelievable move.
But there's Hawx. He's upstairs, goes for that blockbuster. He can't get it. And White Mike here. Things starting to break down. Gymnasty boys. He puts him in position. Timmy Lou, he's up top. Moonsault press. He nails it. As the momentum sends Hawx to the floor, you think that might have been the victory there if Gymnasty boys could have made the cover, but Luke Hawx takes himself out of position.
When you put yourself in position to do a good big move like that, you gotta take advantage of the man. But they didn't. So now they put themselves in position to maybe be hurt by the very move that they innovated.
Referee Jared Fritz trying to maintain some order here, but there's the double team. The flapjack with the assist by Swann. As things start to break down inside the ring here, Willie Mack, a big forearm, takes out Timmy Lou Retton. He's pointing upstairs as Willie Mack, he might be looking
Moonsault.
to go to the heavens above. He's up there as Timmy Lou puts a stop to it.
What is Timmy Lou doing?
As Timmy Lou now, Stevie, very high risk position right here.
This
could be going for a super belly to back suplex. He's got him in position. Willie Mack trying to fight him off. And Willie Mack, oh my, a super stunner. Swann's in position. That 5-star Swann splash. 2, 3, and Swann and Mack win it.
And he is the third man in the ring. He's talking about how he's going to call this right down the middle. Do you believe him, Corey Etzel?
No,
is the question.
Not a bit. C.W. Anderson clearly has the advantage on the outside, but here's the thing. You have a guy like Steve Corino, you have a guy like J.J. Dillon. They're filling your head with so much information, sometimes that can backfire.
Well,
in the case of C.W. Anderson, I don't think that's going to happen, but you never know.
it could be detrimental. And Steve Corino hasn't had a very good night up to this point. So who knows?
I mean, what strategy do you need for Tommy Dreamer? He's going to come straight forward, and that's it. End of the day, you know what he's going to do. He's going to wrestle you. He's going to beat you up with stuff, and he's going to come up with new ways to beat you up with stuff. He wrapped the wrapping of a table, like this table right here. He took this and wrapped it around the face of C.W. Anderson to make him quit on January 7, 2001.
That's correct. And you even called out the date.
Yeah, I watched it on pay-per-view.
Goodness.
Of course.
And look at them, they're talking already. The hate between these two men is extremely deep, oceanic in its depth.
I mean, not to use a cliche, but you really can't cut the tension with a knife.
Now, I'm intense. I'm tense. I have goosebumps.
The only person who's not intense is J.J. Dillon. He looks very confident.
He looks confident in his charge, as always. There's many meetings, they've planned this all the way out.
CW starting off with working over the left arm of Tommy Dreamer. That's a trademark of the Anderson family.
Yeah.
Tommy knew that was going to happen. Look out for that arm stunner as
CW
well.
reaches the ropes, not that it really matters. It's a I quit match, so nothing happens until somebody says I quit, and that's just Incredible's entire job today.
I wonder what goes through your mind when you sign for a match like this. It can only end one way. You have to beat or incapacitate a man so much in this professional sport with guys who are athletes. You have to make them want to quit. Say, I've had enough, I'm done.
And to say that into a microphone in front of thousands of people. And
it's pretty much the most humiliating thing you can do to a professional wrestler. You can joke around with a sports entertainer, but these guys aren't out here to entertain, they're out here to fight.
Absolutely, and a back elbow by C.W. Anderson punctuates that fact. Corey Edsel, I have to say, it's been a slow build in this match so far, and a forearm blow by C.W.
He may have knocked Dreamer out already.
Goodness. And a big high hip toss by Tommy Dreamer. And her left hand.
Jab, look for the big right.
Here it comes. He's going to. Oh, wow.
Elbow.
Dusty Rhodes. He just pointed at J.J. Dillon and executed Dusty Rhodes' trademark.
He flipped, his elbow flopped, and CW went flying. And cameraman, I hope you have your running shoes on.
Because they're going to take this all over the
yeah,
arena.
Tommy's going to have some Pepsi. Oh, no, he's
going to share some.
That's got to get sticky.
Oh, wow. It's a sticky situation indeed. Oh, another beverage goes flying.
Well, this is where Tommy's going to have the advantage. Even with Steve Carino out there, he's willing to get in there and mix it up.
He's taken away the timekeeper's bell. What is Justin Incredible doing? Your only job, Justin, is to hold that mic.
He's trying to keep Steve Carino from interfering. Very noble.
Oh,
no.
Here we go.
Oh, he's going to.
It's time to ring the bell. Submission move. And that hurt C.W. Anderson's lower.
Any children that CW may have just quit. But C.W. Anderson himself will not.
No, he's not giving up. No way.
That's
not
castration.
Yet.
Oh. Is it worth all that?
Corey Edsel, ladies and gentlemen.
Is it worth all of it?
Look at Dreamer. He's got him draped over that top rope. Is he going to suplex him to the outside? You bet he is. No! CW kept himself from certain, and then he used that rope to clothesline Dreamer over the top. Dreamer just narrowly averted falling off the top rope.
Yeah,
what did J.J. Dillon just throw into the ring?
That was
his shoe. He threw his shoe into the ring.
But like I was going
Shades
back to,
of 1988.
CW is a master of leverage, and he's a big fan of that vertical suplex, so he knew how to drop his weight. And there's Carino getting involved. You knew it was going to happen.
One of the most despicable men in wrestling, Steve Carino.
Maybe
other his ugly head again.
Other than Kevin Sullivan, he may be the most evil man in professional wrestling.
Yeah, it's pretty close. I mean, it's a close call between Carino and Kevin Sullivan, who is the more despicable,
based on tonight's shenanigans, I say Carino is on top of the...
He's climbed the list, and now C.W. Anderson's given Tommy Dreamer an unscheduled beverage.
Well, you got to get one in.
Okay. He's choking him over the
safety barrier, the guardrail, if you will.
This is effectively a handicap match, Corey Edsel, with Steve Carino effectively on the outside. You've got J.J. Dillon using his shoes, and, those aren't Dr. Scholl's. They probably stink to high heaven.
There he is, back to the arm. He's barring it.
His arm bar on the left arm, pulling the hair.
Forcing that shoulder out of socket, and at the same time, forcing the elbow in the opposite direction it's meant to bend.
And he's just wrenching that arm, trying to make, and a cross arm breaker applied. Look at that. Tommy Dreamer joining the hands to prevent that cross arm breaker from really taking effect. But then C.W. Anderson sticks with it, and now he's got the full cross arm breaker, and he didn't quit. He was able to keep it down, but that will wear down the arm. It's going to have an impact, I'm sure, on the rest of the match. The more damage that arm takes, the closer Tommy Dreamer will come to giving it up.
Tommy Dreamer used his upper body strength to block that move initially, but CW, again, using leverage.
As is his mastery. A reverse knife edge chop. you know, for all the, the CNC Wrestling Factory had that very athletic match. This is just going to be a fight.
This is brutal. This is brutality.
Violence. And the innovator of violence shoots CW into the ropes. He ducked out of the way of that shoulder charge. And now back to the arm goes CW Anderson like a stubborn mule, wrenching that arm and shoulder. My goodness.
He's got it in deep.
That is not where you want to be. Tommy Dreamer's going to need to get him off that arm or this match is going to be short.
Tommy Dreamer put his feet on the ropes. Carino on the outside, forced the feet off, but Credible caught it in time. Called for the break. Although, in this circumstance, I'm not sure what would happen if CW did not relinquish the hold. I mean, there can't be a disqualification.
It's time to throw some kitchen tools into the ring.
If there's any goodness in CW Anderson's heart, you saw it.
Oh,
it's
and there
gone.
you saw the goodness of his swinging that cookie tray right across the forehead of Tommy Dreamer.
Very little known, CW Anderson, a very accomplished baseball player, played in the minor leagues before becoming a professional wrestler.
He just hit a two-run double with that swing. My goodness. And now he's got a fork. Does he have a fork in there?
Yes, he does.
Oh my God. This is going to get...
Thanksgiving dinner was a few days ago. I don't know why I'd feast on turkey, not Tommy Dreamer.
Well, maybe CW Anderson has the look of a hungry man.
He has the look of an intense man.
There he goes. He's got another tray, but Tommy Dreamer brings the feet up, and a clothesline, and a neck breaker follow by Tommy Dreamer. Down goes CW Anderson, and Tommy's got that cookie tray ready, winding it up. Here we go. Tommy right across the top of the head with that tray.
Tommy looks really good right now, but I think he was a little overwhelmed by CW in the initial stages of the contest, to be honest, because he is hungry. Like you said, he's a hungry man.
Yep. And oh boy, the chair just thrown into the ring. Just incredible. Trying to bring some reason to Tommy Dreamer to no avail. I don't think you're going to be able to convince these guys to not use chairs, tables, whatever they can find.
Oh no, this building's not safe.
No. And whoa, a block by CW Anderson and an elbow.
Oh, which with that big right hand.
Here we go. And he threw him right into that chair. That chair doesn't have any give.
That's an exposed steel part, too.
Oh,
I would have aimed for that cushion. Tommy Dreamer caught the steel.
He sure did. Oh, no. And now CW standing over with that chair. That's not going to be good. And he's just bringing that point of it right to his neck. This is brutal.
CW innovating violent ways with a violent chair and a violent man.
That's also violent.
Yeah.
In case you didn't say that.
Hey, they got it, Scott.
All right. So Tommy Dreamer now in the middle of the ring on his back. CW Anderson climbing to the ropes with that chair on the turnbuckle.
Oh, he is going to drive those legs right down into. Oh my goodness.
That didn't work.
Thank God Tommy Dreamer got his boot up, or he would have not been awake to quit.
Oh my gosh, that would have been all over. But Tommy was able to get up in time, get that feet up in time to protect himself. And he's perched CW Anderson on the top turnbuckle and tied him to the tree of woe. Kevin Sullivan's grimacing in the back, no doubt. Oh my goodness.
As if getting drop kicked in the face wasn't bad enough. You have a chair made of steel. And all chairs are made of metal, of course. This is steel. This is solid. This does not bend.
Oh my gosh,
this is going
to be something else. Tommy Dreamer going to make a charge here. He's asking the fans for their subtlety. And a drop kick. While CW Anderson tied to the tree of woe, and
he's busted.
Busted wide open by that steel chair.
He is busted wide open.
Look
at the blood on the canvas.
If it were me, this match would be over. I would be enough. But CW Anderson hasn't begun to fight.
He has a cheese grater.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Oh. He's using it. He's filleting him with that cheese grater. My goodness.
That is the most disgusting thing I have ever seen.
Remind me to pick up some pasta on the way home.
You want to eat after that? Oh.
Sorry, it just reminded me of something. My goodness. That's just brutality at its worst, honestly.
He's going for the DDT.
Nope, he dropped him, and CW just threw him down on top of those kitchen utensils.
Got his foot in behind and
Gosh.
tripped him up.
That's just taking a cheese grater and making it bleed. It's just gore.
I don't have a sensitive stomach.
Neither do I. I'm pretty squicky myself. Squeamish, if you will.
Yeah, I'm not. And this
He didn't quit. He did not quit. He said no. I thought he said I quit for a second there. I was stunned. But nope. And now it looks like Tommy's bleeding too. So.
CW very lucky that cut's not over his eyes. It looks like he's starting to coagulate. It didn't get in his eyes. That's a lucky break if there is such a thing.
If it got in his eyes, you can't see. Tommy Dreamer would just go to town.
And honestly, they would probably stop the fight.
Yeah,
but we can't.
It's an I quit match. You can't stop the fight. This doesn't end until somebody quits. And he threw, using Steve Carino as an assistant, he threw Tommy right into that chair. That chair does not have any give to it, to say nothing of the turnbuckle.
Tommy Dreamer missed most of 1999 because of herniated discs in that lower back. CW didn't forget.
Oh, he sure didn't.
And if he did, Steve Carino reminded him.
Yeah, for sure. Having Steve Carino in this match does not make me very happy at all because it's essentially a handicap match.
Oh, went for the up and over, got caught low.
Wow.
Hooks him up for the Spicoli driver.
Oh.
Catches Credible in the face. Super kick.
Oh, and a beauty. He hit it right on the button, and down goes Tommy Dreamer.
Not to be funny, but he could be in dreamland. He's got to be awake to quit.
He's getting C.W. Anderson's trying to alert the official.
I don't
Just
know
incredible.
if he's helping or upset. Looks him up.
DDT!
There's that DDT!
DDT by Tommy Dreamer. That's his finisher. And now he's setting up for a figure four leg lock in the middle of the ring. He's got it. He's got it locked in. And C.W. Anderson is bleeding profusely in the ring, and he's in the world of hurt. The figure four leg lock applied. He's tapping. That's it.
CW's tapping out, but the referee does not see it. Credible's still down. Wait a minute. Credible's starting to come around.
He's opened his eyes.
Wait a minute. Wow.
What is going on with the referee?
That's an abuse of authority.
What is the referee doing? Oh, no.
Oh!
No!
Swinging DDT takes down Dreamer.
Oh, no.
I told you, Scott.
Here we go. Now this has become nothing but a mugging. And thanks to Just Incredible, the crooked referee, this is what he wanted all along.
J.J. Dillon put some money in the pocket of Credible. What'd I tell you? Did I not say that,
You
Scott?
called
You didn't
it.
listen. He's got super. Oh! Dreamer out of the way. Carino down. Credible out. CW.
Spinebuster! Oh, man. That'll rearrange your back again. My goodness. Chiropractor is going to be on call for Tommy Breeder tomorrow after that. A violent and vicious spinebuster by C.W. Anderson. He's got that fork again, and Tommy's keeping him from using it.
These guys are pretty much narrowed. We don't need an official. We're going to keep going. Look at that side Russian leg sweep out of that. Nice counter.
That's one way to keep that from happening to you.
Oh, boy.
What does Tommy Dreamer have on his mind now? And now he's got that spike.
He's got that fork. He's got
right into the wound.
Will CW give it up? CW says yes.
That's
He
it.
quit. Bell sounds.
And Tommy Dreamer wins match number 3. In one of the most brutal matches you'll ever see in Winston-Salem.
fighting that. I'm tired of this. I don't get paid by the hour. I'm going home.
sizzles, and this one is going to dazzle.
As Johnny Impact has something to say before this matchup.
I know with these wrestling shows, things can't be perfect, but whoever's running this music must be from North Carolina.
What was that for?
I think Andrew's a great guy.
Because I haven't had anything that bad happen with my music technicality since I've been in Mexico.
Little jab at Mexico, Blake.
Hey, Juvi. Speaking of Mexico, thank you very much, because right here we have 3 of the biggest stars in Lucha Libre history. And in the ring, we got 2 douchebags with masks.
Oh, come on.
The juiciest luchador. And a guy that I forgot even existed.
Ooh, deep cut. Deep cut to Sonny Onoo.
I don't know if Sonny Onoo's heard of Slam Town, but you and your boys are about to find out.
So it looks like this got a lot more personal than expected.
This isn't Mexico. Get down from there.
Here we go, Blake. It is time for action to get underway. All the talking is over.
And you want to talk about this one going for about 0 to 60 in 2 seconds.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
As we thought we'd see a lot of mutual respect in this matchup, that was thrown right out the window.
No, you're absolutely right. Cocky and cool are PJ Black and Johnny Impact. But they're going to have to be more than that when you talk about legends like Juventud and the Ultimo Dragon. Who is your guy of choice on WCW Revenge?
Ooh, a lot of options.
That was a lot of options.
Over 60 plus there. I've always been a Rey Mysterio Jr. guy, but I'll tell you what, any of those cruiserweights, a lot of fun to use and watch, of course. Back in the days, it essentially looked like you were watching a video game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Each and every week on WCW television. Bell sounds, we are underway. Tag Team International action set to go here in our semi-main event of the evening. PJ Black and Johnny Impact taking on Juventud Guerrera and the Ultimo Dragon.
It's Wrestlecade 2018, ladies and gentlemen, and make sure you get on all your social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and let us know that you're watching this incredible event. Only 2 matches left here in our Super Show. Still have the 10 pounds of gold on the line in the main event.
And these two lock it up right here. Dragon reverses into the corner as Johnny Impact tries to take a quick break, and Dragon will give him a clean break.
Johnny Impact, of course, fresh off that stint on Survivor.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Did very, very well. Just recently eliminated, I believe, like a week ago. Fell to the politics of Survivor.
Unsuccessful on the show in terms of a victory, but certainly went a lot further than most expected.
Absolutely.
And Cyrus, taking a look inside that ring, nearly 100 years of experience
Isn't that
between
amazing?
these 4 men, and you could argue there's still almost maybe 100 years left in these 4 guys.
It's very, very possible. When you talk about the durability and the longevity of guys like Juventud and Ultimo, who would ever guess that we would still see them in 2018 at such a high level, Blake?
Absolutely is. Full arm dragon twist applied here. Top wrist lock by Johnny Impact as Ultimo Dragon trying to use his athleticism to get right out of it. Nice arm drag takedown, beautifully done by Ultimo Dragon, and Johnny Impact in the wrong part of town.
Chan out here, Channy, you still got it.
I think there's a whole lot left from the Ultimo Dragon. He's just getting started here tonight, as we're still in the feeling out process, as Johnny Impact might be looking for a test of strength, tries to shoot the half.
When you think about the fantasy booking here and you think about putting guys like Juvi into the current day like they are right now, just imagine if a guy like Johnny Impact or PJ Black were in that division back in the mid-90s. Would have been insane.
They would have fit in perfectly.
Yeah.
Back there in the WCW Cruiserweight division.
They've really evolved. I mean, these light heavyweight wrestlers and agile wrestlers have really evolved over the years. and now they're doing things that we could have never even imagined.
As Johnny Impact now applying some pressure there to the knee, trying to bend it the opposite direction. Certainly not how the joints are supposed to be manipulated. As Impact now, not where he wants to be, and the head scissors take over by Dragon.
Circa 97 Ultimo Dragon with the awesome head scissors takedown.
This is a man who at one time held 9 championships
It's
all over
insane.
the world in a time where you really weren't competing for multiple organizations.
Something that a guy like Austin Aries has done recently has just been a belt collector, and that's the same thing that we're seeing out of Austin Aries today and Ultimo Dragon. And here comes the Juice.
As both men make a tag, the Darewolf and the Juice.
Well, pointing right at him is PJ Black, guy that has no respect for his opponents, has made a huge change in attitude over the past 3-4 years.
As Black and Guerrera jaw-jacking here. As these two.
Mexico versus South Africa in this one.
Trying to outmatch the other one as Guerrera snaps off the Hurricane Rana, ducks underneath there, and a big knife edge chop to PJ Black. One more time as the Juice set to be loose here, goes for big swipe, and Black comes right back.
Well, if you thought Juvi lost a step, you were absolutely wrong. Still moving very quickly and very agile is Juventud Guerrera.
He's got him. Look, he's going for that side slam. Satellite DDT as Guerrera snaps it off. As Black now down to the floor. Juventud Guerrera trying to build some steam here. And a tope suicida to the outside. Beautifully done by Juventud. As this crowd starting to build some momentum here. Juvi hits the ropes. Keep your eyes. Oh.
Boy, they got out of there quick to Johnny Impact and PJ Black.
Put on the brakes as Juvi once again steps off the Hurricane Rana, takes out the Impact World Champion.
Couldn't get out of the way that time for Johnny Impact. Here comes PJ Black back in. Big swing and a miss, and Juvi with a kick to the midsection.
As Guerrera now tries to keep Black isolated in his half of the ring, as Dragon gets tagged right back in as they attempt to cut this ring in half. And the educated feet now on full display of the Ultimo Dragon.
Ultimo Dragon really taking PJ Black to task right now. Picking him apart, trying to slow down the Darewolf.
As Dragon now sends him for a ride. PJ Black off the ropes. And Dragon takes him down with a back elbow. Tries a quick cover, does not hook the leg, only gets 2.
We talk about the incredible comeback for PJ Black as he fires back with a bit of a poke to the eyes. Well, not a bit, it was a poke to the eyes. And the Darewolf PJ Black, a guy that lives his life on the edge. Of course, 2 different base jumping accidents. He didn't learn the first time. He goes for the second time and actually lost a finger in the process, Blake.
Part of that Darewolf moniker. As right now, Black and Impact send Dragon for a ride. The double elbow. And now they're going to try some double team maneuvers here. Both men hit the ropes. And the big kick right to the head of Ultimo Dragon.
Well, there's an instant concussion right there by PJ Black and Johnny Impact.
As Johnny Impact now, and PJ Black with the Pearl Harbor job on Juventud Guerrera sends him to the floor. And it's interesting to see here, Cyrus. Johnny Impact, PJ Black talking about how they're the top luchadors, while they're actually trying to slow the pace down of this matchup and prevent Dragon and Guerrera from taking to the air.
Yeah. PJ Black, uh-oh.
As now Taya Valkyrie inside the ring. Come on now, referee.
Nah, he has to be more on his game, letting Taya Valkyrie get in there and put some stomps in.
Has to be
She's
aware
dangerous.
of the potential numbers game advantage for Morrison, rather Impact and Black. As Black now, along with Impact, collecting their thoughts on the outside while Guerrera tending to Dragon.
Juventud Guerrera and Ultimo Dragon trying to collect themselves right now. Try to recover, but here comes Johnny Impact right back on the attack.
And Impact now grabs the leg of Dragon and tries to keep him isolated. There's the tag into the Darewolf. And the double teams will ensue. They go for the belly back suplex. The momentum takes Dragon up and over. Ducks underneath the clotheslines. There's the tag into Juventud Guerrera off the top, and the double crossbody.
Amazing vintage Juventud, and here we go. He's on fire, Blake.
Juventud taking it to both men. There's a super kick on Black. Hits the ropes. In the wheelbarrow position. And the double bulldog sends them both down to Juventud Guerrera.
Well, PJ Black thought he was going in for the save and ended up eating a whole face full of mat.
Lateral press only gets 2. But the tide is swung back towards Juventud Guerrera and the Ultimo Dragon.
Boy, are they getting a treat here at Wrestlecade or what, Blake? My goodness.
They've seen brawls, they've seen high flying, they've seen ladders, they've seen everything. As Guerrera now tripped up.
And we
The
still have
referee did not see it.
We still have an NWA heavyweight title match coming up next.
Certainly
It's not done yet.
Certainly been in the back of our minds all night long, but right now this one is in the forefront as this tag team action front and center for these great fans in Winston-Salem and for those of you watching live on Fight. Impact pounding away here on Guerrera in the corner.
Oh, wow.
Wait.
Are you kidding
He
me?
just pulls the mask off.
PJ Black. No, come on. Have some respect.
We saw Chris Jericho do that nearly 20 years ago. As Guerrero, and Taya now adding insult to injury, pulling on his hair.
I mean, obviously, we've seen Juvi unmasked before, but absolute disrespect.
Absolutely showing no respect, not just to Juventud Guerrera, but Lucha Libre in general.
You better believe it.
As Black now perches himself up there on that middle turnbuckle. And Impact has him in position. And they double team Juventud Guerrera here. And Ultimo Dragon, that's certainly not a man whose mask you're prepared to take off.
No, not at all. PJ Black's gonna get him up. Snap suplex.
And he's gonna roll with him. And PJ Black.
How about the chain wrestling of PJ Black, the Darewolf, now in control. And you gotta imagine just the psychological warfare by ripping off the mask off of Juventud. You believe it would light a fire underneath him, but it could also really put him in a dark place.
And Black now got a little bit of an assist there from Johnny Impact. Tries a backslide here. 1, 2. And Guerrera able to kick out a 2.5.
Oh, he walked right into that one. And PJ Black showing off the guns here in Winston-Salem.
Cyrus, you have to imagine at this juncture of the matchup, Juventud Guerrera probably not too sure where he is, especially with that mask being removed. And then that clothesline might have just rattled his brain a bit. And now Black pulls him back to his and Impact's corner. You have to wonder, with these two in tow along with Taya Valkyrie, is maybe Jack Evans somewhere lurking?
Yeah, very possible. Love the great Jack Evans. What an incredible competitor. But look at the teamwork. You know, PJ Black and Johnny Impact are on another level right now. Ultimo Dragon has been chomping at the bit to become a part of the equation here. He's fresh. He could equalize this right now with the tag team abilities of Impact and Black.
As Impact picking up the pace a little bit here. That aggressiveness starting to turn up a couple of notches. Tries the Irish whip here to the near side buckle. He follows in pursuit. Guerrero puts the boot up. And Juventud, interesting escape there by the Juice. Impact kicks him in the midsection here. And he takes him right down, a little moonlight drive. 1, 2, and he can't get it.
Wow, Juventud still has a lot of juice in the tank.
And he could be setting him up here for Starship Pain. And Cyrus, if he hits this, there is no way he's able to kick out.
No way at all.
But instead, Impact now gonna go to higher risk territory.
Well, no, the problem is he's taunting right now. Is he gonna be able to hit it?
Oh! Nearly lands on his feet. Guerrero rolls out of the way. He's ready to take him right to slam tag. Guerrero versus Juvi Driver right in the center of the ring. Guerrero is down. Impact is down. This international tag team matchup hanging in the balance here at Wrestlecade.
Juventud Guerrera with a desperation move. He hits the Juvi Driver.
Sonny,
and it could give him just that much time to get his tag.
Sonny Onoo trying to cheer him on, and he makes the tag, and here comes the Ultimo Dragon. Dragon now sends Black for a ride. Picture perfect drop kick right to the kisser. Down goes PJ Black. Johnny Impact now tries the standing switch. And look at Ultimo Dragon here, utilizing Impact against his tag team partner. And the head scissors headlock takeover combination. Down they both go. Cyrus Ultimo Dragon rocking and rolling right here.
He certainly is. We're seeing vintage Ultimo Dragon as he sends the partners into each other.
Ducks underneath. Dragon goes the kick up. There's the Enziguri.
Juventud is perched up top. Blake, what does he have in store? We know what happens when he usually gets to the top rope right there. That means a 450.
Guerrera getting ready. Here's the Irish whip. That's reversed by Black. Oh! Guerrera accidentally hits Dragon. That must have been what PJ Black was planning on. Instead here, Impact. He's got him full Nelson, and Black, oh, nearly hits his partner. Oh, but Dragon looks like the momentum sends Black right into Morrison, or Impact rather.
Opposite corners.
And they collide one more time.
Well, this might be the best opportunity yet for Juventud and Ultimo Dragon.
Cyrus, the action really starting to break down here inside the ring. Guerrera and Dragon in control, both of their opponents on the mat. And it looks like it could be time to row the boat.
Stretching out the legs of Impact and Black.
You know, Taya Valkyrie none too pleased about this.
No, absolutely not.
Oh, and she makes a statement right there with that big kick right to the head. Oh wait, Sonny Onoo, the referee here, really utilizing his discretion as Onoo's in the ring. And Valkyrie now doesn't want anything to do with Sonny Onoo.
Sonny Onoo is on the chase.
He's in hot pursuit.
About as hot as he can get.
And the double super kick sends Dragon right down. Now Impact.
Johnny Impact, he's
ready.
Position.
And there's Starship Pain. Down goes Juventud Guerrera. There's the cover. Black gets on top. Oh, Sonny Onoo pulls out the official. Sonny Onoo,
the X Factor. Sonny Onoo, the selfie king. The super agent.
He just made the save for his charges. Now Taya Valkyrie wants to get her hands on Sonny Onoo.
Oh, bad place. Wrong place, wrong time.
This is certainly a photo opportunity he did not want.
Sonny Onoo's going to dig into his pocket and maybe try to buy his way out of this situation.
Sonny Onoo ducks underneath. And Sonny Onoo, we know his martial arts background. Sonny Onoo lightened up PJ Black with a series of kicks.
No.
Right to Johnny Impact.
It's Sonny Onoo time. What's happening right now?
As Sonny Onoo, dialing it back about 30 years, he takes out Taya Valkyrie.
Sonny Onoo is dismantling this entire team.
Measuring her up for the perfect selfie. And he takes her right out. Wait, oh! And the double low blow. But wait a minute, here's Ultimo Dragon. He charges in, oh! Innovative low blow there by PJ Black. He embraces with more impact. And there's Guerrero off the top.
Low blows everywhere.
And they take him out. Black stacks him up. There's no referee to count.
This is pandemonium. Mass chaos here.
The referee said it can't end like this. 2, 3, and Black and Impact win.
And here we go. Luke Hawx and Gunner going right at it on the outside. As we're starting to roll here.
Absolutely.
And Luke's going to send Gunner right face first into that steel guardrail.
You know, I don't know what's more dangerous, being in the ring or outside the ring. Outside the ring, you got the barricades. Inside the ring, you got the cage. This is a dangerous match on all sides, but I can't wait for them to get on the inside.
And remember, folks, the only way to win this match is inside that steel cage. Pinfalls or submissions. This is no escape. This has got to be done inside that 15-foot high steel cage.
The match hasn't started yet.
The bell has not rung, but the modern-day Viking and the Southern Stomper are laying into each other all around the ringside area.
Well, I expected nothing less because these two have a grudge that's been going on for such a long time, and with both of them having an aggressive background, that's just about all they know.
The stipulations of this match have changed. The winner will not be crowned by pinfall. You must win by escape only.
So we heard it right there. No pinfalls. no submission. The only way to get a victory in this one, go over the top of the cage or go through that door.
Do you know how much your opponent has to be incapacitated for you to be able to escape outside of a cage? These two want to beat the crap out of each other, and I believe they have every opportunity to do it tonight.
And Gunner right now on the advantage against the Southern Stomper as we're finally going to get inside the cage, gentlemen. And Caprice is an active competitor in your own right. Have you ever competed in a match of this caliber?
Absolutely. I've been in the cage before, and I don't want to be in one again. You see how pretty I am? How many cage matches do I have left?
That's why I asked. As you have to imagine, after this match, both of these men will have much damage inflicted upon them, as it might take days, even weeks, to get back in the gym and train, let alone the squared circle.
Absolutely. After a match like this, you definitely need time to recover. I don't think either one of these people will be going into the gym tomorrow because they'll still be licking their wounds.
Yeah, I think it was no less an authority than Don Moraga says you don't win cage matches, you survive them.
That's an excellent point there, Scott. As Gunner's going to pancake Luke down, and it looks like he might try to escape here.
He thought about it.
It's not quite finished with Luke Hawx.
That's what well, sometimes you go to win a match and sometimes you go to win a war, and I believe these two are trying to win a war tonight.
As the owner of Wildcat Sports and Entertainment, he founded this with Orlando Jordan about 3 years ago, and it's the fastest growing company in the southern region, of course, down in Louisiana in the Bayou, making huge waves down in that area, and they've had a huge presence here at Wrestlecade Weekend. But Gunner's trying to spoil the party here, as the Southern Stomper has certainly disrespected Gunner throughout the past year, whether it's here at Wrestlecade or on episodes of AML Wrestling Live each and every week.
Well, what people don't understand when they see somebody like Luke Hawx and Gunner, they see Gunner on TV and they see the things that he's done, but they might not be as familiar with Luke Hawx. Luke Hawx has been wrestling for well over 15 years, and he's been very avid in everything that he's doing, even creating his own wrestling promotion, and he is the king of his pond.
And Luke Hawx now kicking away at Gunner. Both has been a very precarious situation, and a Russian leg sweep from the top rope, crashing all the way to the mat. That's just a sample of the kind of damage these men can have in this sort of match.
A Russian leg sweep will be enough to end anybody's match anywhere else, but his doing a Russian leg sweep off the top of a cage.
Yeah, that's a good way. It looks like a good way to break your back, break your neck, get a concussion, all kinds of bad things.
Well, welcome to the world of professional wrestling.
As Luke Hawx methodically picking apart Gunner. Hawx 6 feet 227, Gunner 6'2", 247. Both of these men combined 30 years of experience. Hawx just a couple of more at 16 to 14. But Gunner has traveled the world, of course, a former TNA television champion and World Tag Team champion.
World Tag Team champion and former Marine.
Indeed he is.
Which means he has a heart that will not quit.
Yeah, it's going to be very difficult. You know, I wonder if Luke Hawx pushed for this change, knowing that how difficult it is to uncle Gunner. I mean, I can't recall the time that he's ever tapped out.
We saw a 2 out of 3 falls match earlier on there between Shelton Benjamin and Mr. Anderson. This match changed to escape only. As we said before, anything can happen here at Wrestlecade.
Well, to change the aspects of the match is one thing, but you have to think about something. To get somebody to submit is one thing, but if you're locked inside of a cage, you can lock a submission hold on as long as you want to.
That is very true. No disqualifications, no countouts. It's literally the last man standing in this one. Backbreaker there by Hawx. You see that impressive strength. Picks him up, and he nails him with the running power slam.
That's the power of Luke Hawx.
If you've been following Luke Hawx on social media, you can see the type of weight he puts up. Seeing him the other day, a 315-pound incline bench press. That is otherworldly.
Yeah, he's strong, redefined.
Do you know I knew Luke Hawx when he weighed under 200 pounds?
As that was many moons ago. As Gunner rams him headfirst in that steel cage. The first time the steel cage has gotten involved, and it looks like the Southern Stomper is busted wide open in the Benton Convention Center.
Okay, tell me, Caprice, what happens? You've been busted open by a cage before. What goes through your mind while you're actively bloodletting in the middle of a match? You still have to win.
I never been busted open by a cage. I quit immediately. I ain't trying to bleed on nobody.
But this is exactly what these two men signed up for. When Tracy Myers on a recent episode of AML Wrestling Live made the matchup when these two couldn't have a decisive finish, he said, not only are you going to compete at Wrestlecade, it's going to be inside a 15-foot high steel cage because there must be a winner when it comes to Luke Hawx and Gunner.
See, we got two different mindsets. Their mindset is to beat the tarnation out of one another. My mindset is to win the match. I don't have a grudge with anybody. I open the door and walk out.
This one has become extremely personal. There's the diving headbutt by Gunner. You go back to that first encounter on AML Wrestling Live. Luke Hawx called Gunner AJ Styles' bitch because AJ wouldn't show up. Gunner took it right to him, and from that point on, it was as personal as it could be.
Well, it looks like it's getting very personal now, and Luke Hawx is losing a lot of blood right now. The referee is in the ring with the rubber gloves on. He's trying to escape.
And here comes Gunner. He's going to try to get out that door, but the Southern Stomper has other ideas. And Luke is starting to develop a little bit of a crimson mass there.
That crimson mass is also showing the blood, not only the blood that he's losing, but the amount of oxygen that he is losing at the same time, which will make you delirious in the ring, and you're not able to complete your thoughts because the blood is running inside of your eyes, but it's also escaping your body at the same time, which means you're losing strength at every second.
And you take a look at Luke Hawx's face, the blood starting to flow as Gunner cinches back in this camel clutch. But remember, no pinfalls, no submission. All this is doing is wearing down Hawx for Gunner to potentially escape over the top or through that door.
Well, that's exactly what I was talking about beforehand. In any other match, this move would be ended when somebody taps out or the referee stops it. But being that this match has to win by somebody escaping the cage, Gunner can hold on to this as long as he wants to.
It looked like Luke Hawx is starting to pass out a little bit.
Yeah, he's bleeding profusely, Blake. I'm a little concerned. We got doctors in ringside here. Gonna have to possibly, I would hate to see this happen, but his health's gonna have to come first. They might stop this match.
As it appears Hawx losing consciousness there as the oxygen being sucked out of him by the modern-day Viking.
That's why the referee's in there, to make sure consciousness is in there and to make sure these two don't finish each other out before the cage door is open.
It appears the lights are on and nobody's home right now for Luke Hawx. As Gunner, a mainstay here in the Mid-Atlantic region.
Gunner's got Luke Hawx's blood all over his wrist. You see that?
I thought he came in with that on his wrist.
But that's just how Gunner likes it. As he's going to start to climb now, using those ropes as an assist. As he's going to try to go up and over that top. Oh! And the referee pushed by Hawx into the ropes. That's going to take Gunner out of the mix there. And Luke Hawx, sensing desperation, stays alive in this one.
Yeah, that's going to take him out of the mix for a couple of things tonight.
It's not often that you see the referee use it as an offensive weapon, but that's exactly what we just saw there. As Luke Hawx, in that desperate move, takes out Gunner, using referee as a missile.
As it looks like Gunner's after-party plans might have changed after that one. As Luke Hawx stomping away now.
I almost question the referee being inside the cage in this match other than checking on the consciousness of every wrestler, because when these two hate each other so much and they're two dogs inside of a cage, the referee is the object to get tossed around.
Hawx with a shoulder breaker. And that's an excellent point, Caprice, but of course you got to go back to the beginning of the match. The stipulation changing on the fly, the referee already in that match, he really couldn't escape in his own door.
Well, I tell you what, I would open that door and stand on the outside. Absolutely.
As he might have some damage inflicted there, but certainly not as much as the Southern Stomper or the modern-day Viking, as these two men not letting up, and we're only getting started here. Hawx with the go-behind, now starting to light him up with some kicks. And there's a spin kick there by Hawx.
Hawx added to his arsenal with the strikes that he has. He's not always been using that in his arsenal, but he seems to be very good at it.
And Hawx gets sent there with the high elevation and the back body drop as he's now stuck in between the ropes and the cage. We know Luke Hawx has done stunt work in about half a dozen films or so, but there's nothing like being in there in a steel cage and being thrown around by 6'2", 247 pounds of Gunner.
Well, if you think about a fence, you think about a cage, you think about what they're inside of, there are little spikes all over those fences. So when his back went over there, I'm surprised his back is not bleeding now, but there's a whole lot of rakes on there, I guarantee you that much.
As Gunner and Hawx both try to crawl back to their feet. We've only seen a couple of escape attempts thus far, only one through the door. That was by Gunner. And here comes Gunner out of the corner. And a series of clotheslines. Grounding Luke Hawx, ducks underneath the clothesline of his own. And a high knee grounds Hawx. And Gunner is spine buster.
One of the best in the business.
He's feeling it now.
Now see right there, I would have tried to escape, but he's not finished with Luke Hawx.
Gunner starting to field off this crowd a little bit. The North Carolina native in his element right now.
He charges in.
And Caprice, you mentioned his military background. This is sheer warfare here in the Benton Convention Center.
This is definitely warfare, and I don't know anybody better at it than him himself.
These two men have a ton of damage inflicted upon them at this juncture, as I don't think either man really knows where he is at this point.
The Gunner's been busted open.
He sure has. Both men now having been busted open by the cage.
But when you run into a cage head first, that might be the least of your worries. People see the head injury, but they might not realize the neck injury that could have taken place.
Absolutely. And you know what else? It's getting, Luke Hawx pretty bloodthirsty. He seems like he's smelling the proverbial blood in the water, and there's a cut right over Gunner's eye. I don't like that at all.
As it looks like Gunner joining the Crimson Mask Club here at this one.
Well, it's almost payback time.
Oh, Gunner, he's got him up fireman's carry position here.
Oh, TKO!
And there's the Hanger 18.
You didn't have that in your notes.
Yes,
sure
I did.
Yeah. I'm talking about him. You had it in your notes.
Gunner nails it. But again, no pinfalls or submissions. And how is he going to be able to escape now with this damage inflicted upon him? That blood getting in your eyes, Caprice, that's got to really throw off your vision and game plan.
It throws off your vision, it throws off your game plan, and it also gives you something else to think about because you're wondering, are you doing yourself any more damage the time that you keep going on?
As Gunner desperately trying to pull himself to his feet, Hawx still down.
One question I would ask myself, at one part of the match, I know I would climb over the cage, but there's also a part where I would say, you know what, I don't want to climb over the cage anymore, I want to walk out the door.
You got to think the longer this match goes, the greater chance the escape will be through that door.
There you
go. I don't know if these men will have enough strength to muster to get up and over the top.
And then you look at some of the top of these cages and I don't know.
You got barbs sticking out there. But Luke Hawx, he's up top. And a super German release suplex. You've got to be kidding me.
And the way he landed on that, I don't know if he's going to be able to continue. Not landing evenly at all, landing on his clavicle, it might be an injury.
And listen to this crowd here in the Benton Convention Center showing their approval for this epic cage match. Wrestlecade has delivered each and every year, and they have certainly upped the ante here in 2015.
Like no one else, Wrestlecade puts on the Starcade type matches. I don't know why I'm saying Starcade. Bob messed me up when he did that intro. Got me having flashbacks.
Of course, here in the Mid-Atlantic region, Starcade, a legendary event. Wrestlecade trying to continue that legacy. As Luke Hawx trying to climb, he's up and over. He's got one leg, but Gunner's going to hold on. And Luke now, he's in a very scary position. Oh. And Luke dangling there.
Well, Luke's in a scary position.
Look how much danger both of these men are in. Luke Hawx is all the way on top of the cage. He's 15 feet in the air.
What a blockbuster!
Oh my God!
I did not know that was going to be in play, but I guarantee you that was a difference maker right there. I don't know how much injury Luke Hawx is taking, but I guarantee you the neck of Gunner is in very questionable condition.
As the referee might need to utilize his discretion at some point and call this thing, I don't know if these two can continue.
Gunner's motionless. Well, no, he just moved.
Well, he just took not only a neck breaker, not only a flying neck breaker, from elevated from a 10-foot cage all the way down neck breaker.
As the Southern Stopper trying to collect his thoughts, and gentlemen, it looks like he might be going for that door.
Absolutely, and it looked like he might make it out of it. Absolutely.
As look how slow these men are moving at this juncture. Barely can pull themselves to their feet as Gunner clutching his right foot now. Gunner is not going to lose it like this. Hawx trying to kick off. As Hawx and Gunner continue to pound away on their knees now. As referee Chris Sharp going to lock the cage one more time. And Gunner's got a...
What type of fight inside of Gunner to come back out of that? Oh my goodness.
And now it might be Gunner's turn for a high-risk maneuver, but Hawx again, he's up there, and he's met with a spear.
He caught him with the spear. He's finished off so many people with that spear. He might have got him enough to be able to win this match. Let's see if he can escape outside the cage.
Right in half. As Gunner, he's got the advantage. Hawx is down. The modern-day Viking crawling towards that door.
He can barely move, but he's trying to desperately draw from his reserves to get to the door. He's there.
Gunner's about halfway out. Luke Hawx now. He's trying to stop him. He's about a step behind.
There you go. He's got hold of his
He's
heel.
caught him.
He's got him by the heel.
Oh, right hand.
Gunner trying to fight him off here. The Southern Stomper refuses to quit. And Gunner's on the cage. And Gunner's won it.
Unbelievable.
That's how you would escape the cage.
Listen to this crowd.
Matt Hardy's been around a long time. I'm respecting a lot of people. I give him credit.
Absolutely.
He had a brutal style, too, so just amazed he's still in the shaking thing.
Look at Drew Galloway, every bit 6
Ladies and gentlemen,
tall.
the following contest is for the Wrestlecade Heavyweight Championship. It is a last man standing contest. I never agreed to a last man standing contest. My name is Johnny Fairplay, and let me tell you how great we are. I'm with Drew McIntyre, and he's awesome. He's incredible. Listen here, Drew Galloway will kill Matt Hardy. It's over. It's over. It will be done. Sorry, Matt. And you see that little girl right there? You see that little girl, Matt Hardy, right there? I dedicate this match to you, little girl. I dedicate this match to you. Matt Hardy will lose, and you'll never be back to Wrestlecade. Hey, ever again. We are not doing last man standing rules. We are just doing a regular.
Thank you.
I am not Drew McIntyre. He's dead. I am Drew Galloway. You want a last man standing match, man. You're the innovator of TLC. You modernized TLC. I know why you want this. We gotta finish something we started 4 years ago tonight. We're in your back garden of North Carolina. Regular match, buddy. Regular match. Is that what you think? I want to beat Matt Hardy in his back garden and his own style of match. I want last man standing with Matt Hardy.
I've never been so glad to see Drew Galloway pick up a microphone.
I don't give a damn what the people think. It's what I want. I think that Drew Galloway will win a last man standing match. That's what I want. That's what I want. Last man standing, make it happen.
Please shut up. I think we're all in agreement. Get that idiot off the stage.
A last man standing contest for the Wrestlecade Championship. Introducing first the challenger to my left. He was accompanied to the ring by Johnny Fairplay. He stands in tonight at 6 feet 5 inches tall and weighs in at 245 pounds. He is a former WWE Tag Team Champion. He is
like he's maybe too psyched up, too psyched up in there. You keep a straight head, think straight. You don't want to make any mistakes. And the wild card is that idiot Johnny Fairplay.
Well, yeah, I think I can't. I don't know, Matt, how you feel about this. I can't see Johnny Fairplay being a positive for Galloway. Galloway is better served just to be focused on Cardi without having to worry about the cartoon character on the outside.
It's a money thing. It's a money thing. It's Johnny Fairplay pays for Drew Galloway to be here, and then Johnny Fairplay takes a percentage of the winnings. That's how it works.
Well, in the words of Lando Calrissian, Drew Galloway must be thinking this deal gets worse every time.
I thought you were going to start shilling Colt 45.
Billy D. We should book him at Wrestlecade. Routine where he gets the entire crowd to cheer.
Yeah, he's also maintaining his composure.
Yeah.
So he's thinking. You just don't want to make a mistake. That's what you don't want to do. Drew seems a little like a nutcase.
Oh, he is. He's insane.
But Matt's got the right, I think, to make mental focus for the night. Just keep your cool, play the game of chess, don't make a mistake.
Well, there it is. It's official.
Look at you being all social media guy.
Yeah, I'm tweeting. At Scott Island, for those of you who are watching this. Scott Island, that's with an E.
What if they're not watching this? Then they'll never know your Twitter.
That's true, unless they happen to follow me, my other pursuits and my wrestling show. But, you know. But this is all a mind game at this point. The psychological warfare here, Larry. You were a genius at that at your time.
I invented it. But again, it's a game of chess. I think Matt's got a cooler head. I wish I knew what they were saying to each other, but it's a head game. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, they don't get lapel mics. They also don't have lapels. That's another story. Collar and elbow tie up.
You have to get the nipple mic.
Well, I mean, and this is one thing that you can't overrate. What is that, Mike?
Little thing like that, standing on the bottom rope. Drew is already a couple inches taller than Matt Hardy. Standing on the bottom rope, it really allows Drew to use his size and impose his will early on.
Yep. He's going to have a leverage advantage in most situations, thanks to that reach and the height.
I'm envisioning more of a chair across the head.
That may come at some point, too.
See how it goes.
You want to say Drew covering Matt's eyes in the lockup, too? That's just annoying when your opponent puts their hands in your face.
Yeah.
It's an old timer trick.
There you go.
Whoa, a little shoving. Well, as was alluded to earlier by Galloway, this is a resumption of a 4-year-old feud between these two men. Back when both were at WWE.
Where?
As well as you, Mr. Striker. So you've...
Well, it's amazing. A lot of jealousy builds up. If some guy gets a bigger name than the other guy, then the other guy gets jealous. And
What a shoulder block.
A little homage to his former boss, perhaps.
Yeah, perhaps. Got over. Oh, he went for an early twist of fate. But Drew Galloway's seen that, played that song before, and he gets out of it.
This is a game of chess unfolding before our eyes.
Nice hip toss. Long drag. Galloway wise to back off. Johnny Fairplay over to offer some unhelpful advice.
Like he knows.
He doesn't have a clue. He's 0-2 in Wrestlecade. He's been going after Hardy since before he went for the twist of fate again. Fairplay up on the apron.
Yeah, but he could be using that up to throw Drew off and set him up for something else.
Front face lock DDT.
Nice.
As it is a last man standing match, the winner must put his man down for a count of 10.
Well, he hit it nice, but Drew, I mean, a big, strong guy in the match, he's still young.
Over the top rope and out on the floor goes Drew Galloway. And
now it gets dangerous. Move away.
Hardy now follows him immediately, not wasting any motion. And he bounced Galloway's head off the side railing there. Or was that a ring barricade?
You mentioned last man standing. This is where you make your bones, you make your hay in that kind of match. Out here where the environment is dangerous. Or at least more dangerous than inside the ring.
Yep. Well, there's a lot of variables on the outside that you don't deal with.
If they come this way, I'm leaving.
There you go.
I think that Tim Woody's bell just got Drew Galloway's head bounced on it.
The Mr. Wrestling 2 bell, is that what you just said?
Oh no, Tim Woody, the timekeeper.
Tim Woods has a bell? Awesome.
It'd be great if Mr. Wrestling 2 were here.
No, Tim Woods was Mr. Wrestling 1.
Mr. Wrestling 1, that's right. Wrestling history.
I wrestled him and Mr. 2 number many times.
Mr. 2 number.
Mr. 2 number.
Did you fall victim to the knee lift?
No, I outsmarted him. And he was much older than me.
What a slam by Galloway. Yep, he's nuts. Look out, right in front of us. And Hardy just went over the barricade.
Your prophecy is coming true.
Yes, and I'm ready to move.
We may get an early exit, pal.
Come on.
And I got it.
I'm gonna wait a minute. He's override. Trying to count here. Are we off?
We're on. I kept it going.
We're on. All right, let's keep it going then, man. We're doing commentary. You want to say something? You like this match? What do you like about it?
What have you got to say?
I think I'm getting in the ring where it's safe.
This is the craziest match we've had to date. And we had one situation. I'll tell you about that later.
Who's scared now to talk anyway?
Who? Well, they literally left the ring area and they're in the locker room now.
Does that mean we're done?
I don't know. There must be a winner, I think. It's a last man standing match.
It just goes to show you then how important the stakes are here.
Well, I might be the first man running out of the building now.
Well, okay, Galloway and Hardy are now back inside.
Well, the referee follows them wherever they may go.
And unfortunately, so does Johnny Fairplay.
Oh my God! Did we make him the first guy dying or something?
I've wanted him to go away since before he got hit.
Can we wish polio upon someone?
We could. My employers just came to check on me. Isn't that nice?
That's nice.
I wanted to make sure I was okay after that. I didn't move quite as quickly as Larry did.
I thought I was quick. Matt was already out the door.
Well, this last man standing apparently is okay anywhere in the Benton Convention Center. The referee's following them around, as are the Wrestlecade cameras. And now back down the aisle comes both men. Galloway picks up Hardy and bounces it off the barricade on the outside. That is steel. We experienced that earlier. Challenge. Got a brutal 6'6" Scotsman who wants to beat the primordial tar out of you. It's a little different. This is a Wrestlecade title defense. There must be a winner. A reversal by Hardy. He just tossed Drew McIntyre aside like he was a garbage can. The referee
Hardy's still standing.
All the immutable facts of physics tell us that when something is in motion, it will stay in motion. Is this correct for the most part?
For the most part.
Hardy's trying to build momentum now.
Uh-oh. I thought they were headed back to the ring, but look, now they're on the outside of the other side.
There goes the concessions.
Oh man, the bar. There's an open bar over there. Hey Matt, get me a double.
All the fans just flock to the area where the action is, man. This has a good old school fight feel to it.
I can't see a thing from here.
Me neither.
That's just because you're old.
They're fighting all over the place.
You never know what you get when you come to Wrestlecade.
Galloway prescribed the bottle.
metal that just is used as a weapon across the ring. I'm a little worried now. This match may not make it back to the ring.
The interesting thing is that we have from what I can see, a standing 8 count. So while all this is going on, you know, I could be on the plane tomorrow.
I'll still be here. I have a tendency to be inert when the match is on.
Tweet out what happened.
I'll let you know. You'll be the last to know if that happens. Unless we get you on Twitter, Disco. The fight continues. And the fans have migrated to the bar side of the building. I'm not quite sure.
There they come.
Oh, wait. I have a visual. And a headbutt. Well, if you're on the outside and you're obviously crazy enough to fight that over there, with all the people, with all the huddled masses of Winston-Salem, oh! Already fighting back. And he just dumped Drew Galloway over the railing, back towards the arena. The ring.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Uh-oh. Oh, he's setting him up for a suplex. The face forward slam on a timekeeper's table. Jim Woody has lost his table.
Referee's a third of the way there.
I see it.
Are you okay?
He's up at a count of 9. Just in time. I wonder if Galloway was using the 9 count to his advantage.
Very possible they do it in boxing. Why not do it here?
Back in the ring. And Johnny Fairplay has my beer. Or at least
Johnny Fairplay stealing from the concessions again?
I think so. Drew Galloway wants a timeout. Side effect! Side effect! He hit it! Every bit of it! That's going to set him up for the twist of fate. No, another side effect. Got it. Moves in the midsection, switched up, he nailed it. Right in the middle of the ring.
2 side effects and a twist of fate.
Come on, ref, 3, 4, 5.
Larry wants to take this home. Now keep in mind, if he gets to 10 on Galloway, Johnny Fairplay is forever banned from the Wrestlecade Arena.
Oh, wow, really? That's a nice stipulation. You just told me about, yeah. Skip all the prime numbers, just go.
And on his feet at the count of 9 is Drew Galloway. And that has to be, that's a surprise. 2 side effects and a twist of fate, and Galloway's up at the count of 9. And Johnny Fairplay's got a chair.
What the hell was that?
Well, he must not be that good a referee. Galloway hauled off.
The crew can't see.
Apparently not. Twist of fate on the outside, no! Galloway just bounced him off the ring post, and the referee is out cold inside the ring. Another official has come out to join the festivities. An inadvertent boot. Drew Galloway has that chair. don't know.
Oh, it is last man standing, so why not? You shouldn't be appalled by anything.
I'm not appalled. I don't like it.
Okay.
I'm horrified.
I wonder if Drew's going to set him up here for the ego trip on the chair.
The Kobashi DDT, the Future Shock DDT.
Perhaps. But there it is. Wow. The Future Shock DDT right on the chair. Need a man's account.
A different referee with a different cadence may mean something here.
He is a lot faster. Vardy's on his feet.
This kid's tough, boy.
My goodness.
I think we're running out of refs.
Hit the ring, Larry.
Larry.
Yeah, I'll be right back. Let me get my shirt.
They need somebody. Oh, low blow by Drew Galloway. Here comes referee number 3.
Is it like an executioner or a grappler? We're just calling him referee number 3 now.
Oh, I feel like these guys are the stormtroopers. They just get taken out one at a time.
Yeah, they know the shots. They never hit anybody.
On his feet. There are 2 unconscious referees, 1 conscious referee, 1 Drew McIntyre, 1 Matt Hardy, and 1 moron on the outside.
Half the Johnny Fairplay?
Yeah. Oh.
Now, did you see that coming at this point in the trip?
I think,
I'm not surprised.
Ooh. Batista. Say this, mostly everyone's standing here.
Including us.
Yeah.
Well, after they destroyed our table, sort of.
Everybody's standing because they're ready to run for their life.
Oh! Another low blow by Hardy this time. Oh, here comes Johnny Idiot.
Hit him!
Move to the midsection, and a twist of fate for Mr. Fairplay. That'll end his night.
Oh, what a shot!
Oh, running leg. Oh, setting up for the ego trip. No, pile driver. Pile driver. Oh!
For years, that was one of the most devastating moves in all of professional wrestling.
I used it many times.
Some places have banned it now. Can Matt Hardy get up after that? That's the question.
Pile driver has ended careers, so...
Listen to this crowd.
I don't know where Matt's getting it.
Me neither.
Frustration setting in now for Drew.
He does not want to give the hell up.
Nope. Galloway, let's catch up. He's hit 3 referees. Fair play's now out. 1 referee is staggered, but apparently functional.
Minimally.
Probably still blind. And now Drew Galloway has the Wrestlecade title in his hands. Tucks on the and the final to the floor. And Drew Galloway is knocked woozy.
I think so. I saw him take it earlier.
Okay. Oh, from the
On
second
the
row.
title.
On the title. Is this a DDT or a twist of fate? Twist of fate on the title. Good gracious. Oh. Well, at this point. And now the referees are suddenly ambulatory. Oh, well, so much for that.
We'll leave one of them.
Yeah, don't stand so close here, buddy. Oh, this is smart. If he puts all the weight on top of Drew, it makes it harder for Drew to get up. I get it. Now count. That's smart. Look at Drew's hands.
Krazy coming up in February will be celebrating his 30th year in the professional wrestling business.
All right, so here we go. All 6 men are in the ring. As we mentioned earlier, the team of Darewolf, PJ Black, Willie Mack, and the Gift, Jason Kincaid, against the team of Obsession, Caleb Konley, Super Krazy, and Juventud Guerrera.
And I was speaking with Juventud Guerrera earlier on today, and I discussed with him the resurgence of the cruiserweight division worldwide, and he said that's been a huge motivation for him to not only continue his career, but try to take it right back to a level it used to be.
Some pushing and shoving here. Referee Jonathan Moore is going to have his hands full. Well, here we go. As the match started, I don't hear a bell.
Oh!
But they're competing. There's the bell.
The referee calls for it. Bell sounds. We're officially off and running. Remember, this one's one fall to a finish. We're going to do our best to call the action. It will certainly be fast and furious.
Well, shots are fired on both sides.
Again, this is a 6-man tag team match. You know, all chaos just ensued there. This is going to be exciting. And you got to like the team of Caleb Konley, Super Krazy, and the Juice, Juventud Guerrera, here tonight at Wrestlecade. But, I mean, you can't call a winner here. This is 6 incredibly talented stars that's going to showcase exactly what they're all about here in moments.
And I like the respect being shown by PJ Black, sort of as the team captain on his side, giving Kincaid the opener, letting him go in first against Caleb Konley.
There's 2 men that know each other very well. They have battled here in the Carolinas for the Modern Vintage Wrestling Championship and other multiple titles. These 2 men, no strangers to each other.
I think a bit of an X factor in this matchup. You look on the side of Kincaid, Black, and Mack. PJ Black, Willie Mack, both members of the Lucha Underground roster. They don't normally see eye to eye. Will they be able to coexist in this one?
Konley with some agility there to escape. Now ringing up the left arm of Kincaid. Talking with Bullet Club's Chase Owens recently in Japan about Jason Kincaid. As you see here, you're going to see some different offense. Chase Owens said that Jason Kincaid is his greatest opponent. Had some of the best matches of his career with Jason Kincaid.
Goes for the springboard. Nice Mexican arm drag there by Kincaid. Konley ducks underneath the clothesline. Pop up into the head scissors.
And having the privilege of calling many great Chase Owens, Jason Kincaid matches, I guarantee you Jason Kincaid would say the same thing about Chase Owens, but tonight he's got a different opponent. He's got 3 different opponents. Caleb Konley, man, he's just looking impressive here in the start.
Konley has a bit of a chip on his shoulder as he wants to prove to the entire world that he can hang with the best. Charges in, and look at the separation created by Kincaid.
As he sets out Indian style, this man known as the Kinnovator, the gift, one of the most gifted men in the sport, Jason Kincaid has a way of getting into your head.
The master of technical wizardry.
And I think Konley is a great blend of both modern style and also some old school, as Kincaid doing some old school here.
Great arm drag. Here's a cover. Both shoulders down, but a 2.
Konley with the bridge out of it. And Konley
springs up to the head scissor takeover.
Snaps it right off.
So Konley is shown to be every bit the equal of Kincaid here. He's super, he's crazy, and now he's a legal man.
The former ECW television champion.
I'm good with that. If you want to bring Willie Mack in, I'm fine.
Super crazy on one side, and the chocolate juggalo on the other side.
The Extreme Luchador, Super Crazy. I've had the privilege of seeing Super Crazy on many of occasions, and he is unpredictable, living up to the moniker, but you just never know what he's going to do.
And if you've been watching Lucha Underground at all over the last couple of years, Willie Mack, some very impressive showings, putting his name on the worldwide map.
What speed here being shown by Willie Mack and the veteran Super Crazy.
As these two exchanging arm drags, single leg pickup goes for the cover. Krazy pushes him right off, tries one of his own, and these two are at a standstill.
We want to talk about a lot of speed coming from a guy who's been around the sport 20 plus years. Is Super Crazy. He just blew my mind right there. This man still has a lot left in the tank.
One of the most charismatic cruiserweights in the history of professional wrestling, Juventud Guerrera. The juice is loose here in Winston-Salem.
It's a South African native now tagged in PJ Black. We recently saw Juventud Guerrera on an episode of Being the Elite, as once again, old Flip Gordon tried his best in vain to get over and to be successful. It didn't quite happen, thanks to the juice.
As Juvi's taking it right to PJ Black. The Irish whip, reversed there by Guerrera. Follows him in. And look at that tilt-a-whirl head scissors.
Well, look at Juventud go here. Oh, what a knee.
That knee trembler, trying to end it early. Only a 1 count.
I'm going to have to put away PJ Black, and you hear him say, let's get juicy. The juice is here at Wrestlecade.
And
He's on the loose.
The amazing thing about PJ Black, already a 20-year professional.
Well, a second-generation star, native of South Africa, gets elevated. Stops the momentum, now goes topside.
He's all the way upstairs. Hits him with the high crossbody.
Bounced off of Juvi, now the cover 2, and he kicks out.
Question is, with these two men in the ring, who will be the first to hit their 450 splash? As we know, they have amazed many of audiences over the years with their incredible athleticism and that 450.
And now Kincaid and Mack are on the move.
And they take out Konley and Krazy. And now looks maybe a triple team on its way.
And the Darewolf trio will now press the 3-on-1 advantage.
And the juice in trouble here. Big splash from Kincaid. Here comes Willie Mack. Oh, man. That's a lot of man coming on you right there.
All 280 of Willie Mack charging in the corner. Konley gets sent in. Now Krazy will join his teammates. It's a triple stack in the corner. And Kincaid with the triple Katarana.
We saw it last night. The Kinnovator is at it again. Triple sunset flips here. Oh, they countered.
And the triple roll through drop kick.
They all counter simultaneously, and right now the Mexicools and Caleb Konley are standing tall.
Oh, watch out.
And triple stereo slingshot plunges to the outside.
Putting their bodies at risk here at Wrestlecade. And The opposition side is down as Kincaid is rolled back into the ring, and we've lost track of really who the legal man is at this point. I'm assuming that Konley and Kincaid are the legal man.
That patented spinning back fist into the springboard crossbody. Here we go, 1, 2. And he kicks out at 2.5.
Caleb Konley, he can execute some beautiful maneuvers. We saw the crossbody. We know the best moonsault ever. This kid is one of the most talented guys in the profession. He's dumped to the apron here, but Kincaid meets an elbow, and here comes Konley now.
Konley goes for the springboard, and he gets knocked right off the apron.
The double thrust from Kincaid, now seizing an opportunity to fly.
Kincaid puts on the brakes, and then follows him in with that forearm off the apron.
Amazing how fast these men are, but how quickly the brakes can be applied as Kincaid dives off with the forearm to the outside.
And folks, if you take a look out there, there's no padding or protection as Konley gets dropped throat first. Looks like right across that ringside table where our timekeeper's seated.
Yeah, usually we're at ringside close to the action. I'm glad that someone else is there this time with these gentlemen competing here, because I believe we've yet to see the best here.
Elbow drop there from man that WWE fans might remember, Justin Gabriel, as the kick out at 2.
Former 3-time WWE Tag Team Champion as part of the Nexus, making one of the biggest impacts we've ever seen about 7.5 years ago down in Miami.
Now I'm calling Juventud Guerrera in the ring, and this gives Black and Kincaid the opportunity for the leverage advantage here.
And the referee's distracted. And again, the numbers game will be very difficult.
Shoulders down 2.
Nearly got the Duke right there, did PJ Black. But again, with
high flying is great, but sometimes old school tactics just like that work the best. As you see this trio working very well together.
And again, with 6 men in this matchup, 1 official, he will certainly have his hands full, and some things could slip under the radar.
And the old saying is, you must have eyes in the back of your head. Well, that's just a saying, because fortunately that's not the case here with referee Jonathan Moore. What a chop there.
Brother.
Willie Mack. Man, this guy is one hard-hitting individual.
And Willie Mack, very experienced in these 6-man encounters, currently 1/3 of the Lucha Underground Trios champions, and he looks to light up Konley again. Instead, a little twist.
Not exactly the most pleasurable of things to have done to you, especially in the squared circle. Willie Mack and Caleb Konley. Konley will feel that in the morning.
As Konley trying to make the tag into Guerrera, and Mack.
What a great camera shot right here, guys, as we're seeing the action in the ring unfold here at Wrestlecade Weekend.
You get some perspective there as to what the view from Juvi as he sees his partner close, but still a long way away now. Konley sends Mack into the corner, follows in, out of the way, down the line, and connects with the forearm. Willie Mack is now double up with the boot.
Mack building some momentum here with this series of offense.
A smart move by Juventud and Super Crazy to step out of the way as Mack was charging for them there. Oh,
and Mack with that charging senton into the corner. And at 5'10", 280, the athleticism of Willie Mack cannot be understated.
May not necessarily be a fan favorite here tonight, but this audience showing respect for what we're seeing. Samoan drop here by Willie Mack, and Kip's up.
And Willie Mack, a little Macarena moonsault.
Yeah, and at 5'10", 280, man, how many guys can do that? Kevin Owens, the Young Bucks, they were really first. They were way ahead of the curve years ago, telling everybody, hey, there's this cat in SoCal. You got to check out. His name's Willie Mack. And Wrestlecade getting to see it. More importantly, Caleb Konley is, who has been isolated, and the trio of PJ Black, Jason Kincaid, and Willie Mack are doing a number on Caleb Konley.
Oh, and Konley pulls Kincaid and Black right into each other. And now he's going to use Kincaid and Black as a springboard for the Tornado DDT.
Where in the world did Caleb Konley find that at right there? That was Desperation City.
Konley is down, Mack is down. Guerrera and Krazy on the apron, chopping at the bit, trying to get back into this matchup.
Needs to make a tag in the worst way. That's Super Crazy. You got Juventud Guerrera once in this matchup, and the pace will definitely pick up if Konley can make the tag. Willie Mack is stirring, but there's a tag, and here he comes, Super Krazy.
And
once
again, the juice is loose in Winston-Salem. Top rope Hurricane Rana. And now the double team here. He's sent for a ride. They put their heads down. Might have been a mistake. Ducks underneath the clothesline. Off the ropes, Guerrero goes. Wheelbarrow position, and the double bulldog.
Great offense here by Juventud Guerrero. Cover, outside leg is hooked. Near fall at 2.
So Kincaid now retreats. Look out very quickly. Juventud goes after this. Let's call this under Lucha rules. And it seems like everybody's legal. Probably the best decision.
As the referee would have a very difficult time keeping track otherwise.
Krazy elevates. Juvi connects. Drop kicking both down. Now Konley is going to put Juvi, no reversal.
And Konley with the tope suicida to the outside. He lays out the entire team. And now Super Krazy. He's going all the way upstairs.
Oh man, the insane luchador. What's he going for here?
Oh
my God.
Moonsault from the second all the way to the floor.
The whole team is wiped out. Take a look at the ringside area. Carnage all over the place.
We knew the carnage would ensue once we saw this matchup on the lineup, and it's definitely lived up to the hype. It has been incredible from the start, but now we see Willie Mack, Juventud Guerrero, the 2 men standing in the ring. This Lucha Rules 6-man tag.
Willie Mack, 115-pound weight advantage here. Will he be able to exploit that? With the juice, with the Hurricane Rana, he rolls through. Goes for the kick. Willie Mack tries to roll up, stacks him up, but it's broken up.
Yeah, Mack fully laid out for that rolling pin attempt. Konley and Super Krazy able to connect. The numbers advantage still firmly on the Konley captain team.
They're going to triple team the big men here, and they may need to do so here. Comes the juice.
Sends him into Krazy, the back body drop. And now Konley.
Best moonsault ever.
And they all stack him up here. The dog pile.
Everybody in to break it up.
Smart call by Kincaid and PJ Black, saving the matchup for the moment.
And Black looks to be measuring up Krazy here. Drops him down with the stunner.
Everybody's watching Jerry Lawler earlier. The stunner is all around here. And we're going to see the wheelbarrow stunner from Kincaid.
So stunners all around. Oh, not on Willie Mack. Not under his watch. He nails the stunner.
Welcome to
Konley,
City.
Krazy, and Juvi, all 3 men. Oh, that's his own teammate.
No, Willie Mack has lost his mind.
Wow.
Get the referee.
Jeff Button, or I'm sorry, Brandon Moore here. You might want to run, son. Blocked it.
What?
Oh, what the hell? Oh, wow.
Wait a minute. Keep your eyes on the juice.
Frog splash.
Frog splash.
Krazy with a big splash. Konley with a splash. They all on top. 2.
Hey, there it is.
That's it. Wow, that was insane. Insane.
Only reason I'm here was greatest Japanese wrestler ever, Great Muta. Give him a big hand. I bring you a phenomenal wrestler, international champion that is. Muta! Come and challenge him. But I guess we're gonna go home without any match.
What's he talking about?
No one has stepped up.
I blame someone for not stepping up.
There's a stake. There's a stake. Don't let me mistake.
The lights are dimming here. I had a feeling he might say something.
Didn't he tell you to shut up?
Let me explain something. I've been waiting my whole stinking life for this. You see, great Muta, you may be great in that stupid country of Japan.
Come on now.
But this is Winston-Salem, North Carolina. This is how stupid you people are. Sonny, Onoo, you and Muta ain't even from this stupid city. I am from the USA, and you people boo me. That's how stupid you are.
I concur.
You piece of trash. You ain't even got a job. Sit down. See what I'm talking about? You're a piece of trash. Your family is a piece of trash. You understand? Your dog is a piece of trash.
Would he leave these fans alone?
Hey, wait a minute. I think he's on to something.
You people ain't supported me for 40 years. You think wait a second. I'm not gonna shut up. You think I need you? Sit down, you fat pig. You're a fat pig. Your mama is a fat pig.
I don't know if he's telling the truth or not. Maybe he
His
is.
mom's not a fat pig.
You've never seen his mother.
A snowboard ain't gonna kill nobody. You ain't even got a job, redneck. Your wife is as big as you, fatso. Shut up! I'm gonna talk all night. There ain't nothing you're gonna do about it. I've been waiting 40 years to tell you people how stupid you are, and I'm gonna do it. Get out of here. You're the ugliest woman in this place. Put some makeup on, you ugly hag.
That's some low-hanging fruit there from George South.
What y'all gonna do, fire me? I ain't had a job in 40 years. Sit down, you drunk bum. You don't even know where you're at. Sit down. Listen, I'm not done. So right here, either you people cheer for me, and you boo the famous great Muta, or I'm walking out of this stupid place.
I agree with George Stout.
Why would the people boo the great Muta?
Because they should be rooting for George Stout.
For what reason?
Because George Stout has given 40 years of his life to this business, and they don't even recognize it.
George South lost his mind here, running down the great Muta.
Sonny, listen to me. As soon as I beat up your famous great Muta, I'm going to give you a job at Frank Myers Auto. Hey, I may be mean, but I'm a nice guy. I know instead of all you're good for is Toyotas and Hondas. Listen, I'm fixing to get mad. Y'all ain't heard nothing yet.
I didn't know he could hire him.
YouTube? What are you gonna do? Kick me off YouTube? Listen. Now, one more thing. Great Muta. You shut up! You shut up!
I think the fans might be onto something, Stevie.
I disagree with these fans, as I always do. Come on. George Stout is telling the truth. Why don't you have a little decorum and a little respect for him?
I blame you for this. Understand? I blame that sorry manager of yours. So I tell you what I'm going to do. Great Muta. I'm going to be a nice guy, and I'm going to give you one opportunity to walk out of this ring and pack your stupid bags and go back to China or wherever you're from.
George South is completely uncalled for.
Oh, wait a minute. I think that's disgraceful.
George South showing absolutely no respect to the great Muta.
Yes, he did. I would agree with that. He did show respect.
Giving him the chance to leave is not respect.
Giving you an opportunity. And I guess you ain't got no sense in that head of yours. So what I'm going to have to do in front of all of your people is I'm going to put this microphone down and I'm just going to give you an old-fashioned butt kick. Wrestlecade style.
Yeah.
George South certainly talks a big game. Let's see if he can back it up when the bell rings.
He offered Sonny Onoo a job. That's an upstanding individual. He gave the great Muta a chance to go back to China. As far as I'm concerned, that's an upstanding individual. And what is wrong with that? What is wrong with the man just did?
What sort of hiring power does George South have at Frank Myers Auto?
I don't know if he's the general manager down there or he's got a hookup. You don't know either. He offered the man a job.
Your mama's a piece
George
of
South here.
I agree with George South.
He might have bit off more than he can chew. We'll see.
Possibly.
Referee James Beard here trying to get things going. Bell sounds, we are underway. George South answering the Great Muta's open challenge. And I'll tell you what, Stevie, it feels like 1989, not at the Super Show, on the Super Station. Right here with the Great Muta and George South.
That's exactly what it feels like, and that's why George South is doing what he's doing. He's letting the Great Muta know you were once a big star over here, but not anymore.
And there's the signature mist. We've got green tonight. As Muta ready to hook it up with George South. And a very interesting fact, Stevie, from what I understand, the Great Muta's first encounter on U.S. soil involved George South in a tag team matchup.
I can believe that, and maybe George is still holding on to some of those memories. Maybe he's holding on to a little bit of the grit from that, and he wants to show Muta, I'm better than you. I was always better than you. I can beat you, and I'm going to give you a chance to get on a rowboat and go back to China. I didn't say it, that's what he said.
It's a pretty far trip.
Hey.
South off the ropes, and Muta with the shoulder tackle. And if you notice, the entire time, George South running down Great Muta, running down Sonny Onoo, running down these fans, the stature, the demeanor, it never changed from the Great Muta.
Well, you know, Muta is not, he's not well versed in the English language, but be that as it may, hey, he had no reason but to sit there and listen to George South.
This crowd.
But did George South say anything that was untrue?
That's certainly up for debate.
I didn't hear anything he said that was untrue.
Depends what Kool-Aid you're drinking.
I'm not drinking, look, I'm just one to tell it like it is. George South is upset that the American fans rather root for a Japanese wrestler than an American wrestler from right here in North Carolina. Can you understand that?
They're not necessarily not rooting for an American
Well, that's
wrestler.
what he said.
They're rooting for a legend. And that's exactly what's inside the
You're
ring
telling
right
me
now.
George South isn't a legend?
George South is certainly a legend in
But
his
you
own
didn't
right.
say it. You said that Muta was a legend. You
Muta
didn't say George South was a
is
legend.
on a bit of a different level than just about everyone in this room tonight.
I can understand that, but still you have to recognize what George South has given to this business.
And look at Muta there, the rolling arm bar. Continues to hold on to that wrist. Full arm dragon twist applied there by the Great Muta.
Look at that.
And look at Muta here off the ropes. That roaring elbow, signature Great Muta offense. As Muta there, a dragon screw leg whip. And there's a leg lock right there, grapevining that leg.
I mean, Muta has caught George South off balance somewhat with some of his quick moves, and we all know the legendary moves of the great Muta. But I want to know one thing. Why does he wear that mask on the top of his cranium? What's with that?
That's the evolution of the great Muta. He initially used the face paint. He evolved it into the mask. It's all part of the aura of the master known as
What
the
is the man trying to hide? We all know what he looks like. What is he trying to hide?
Certainly a great question. But I think it's also part of the mental aspect, that intimidation factor, because he can get inside the psyche of his opponent.
How do we know that? How do we know that mask can temporarily keep him from taking a big blow to the top of the cranial region of his head? What about that?
It very well could.
But then I don't think that's fair. Then George South should be able to wear something of the same effect also. Do you agree with that?
It sounds like a fair point.
But why didn't you bring that up?
Because George South appears to want to go at it without the headgear.
I think you're just biased toward George South.
I don't know about all that, but nonetheless, the great Muta here back to a vertical base. And it seems like there are some George South fans in the house. But the appreciation for the great Muta is overwhelming.
There we go.
As South there with a palm thrust to the throat, taking a page out of Muta's playbook. Now trying to rake the eyes. James Beard trying to get in between them.
Well, I think Muta has been given why is he talking to the great Muta? Is that fair?
He's making sure he wants to continue. As Muta here trying to get back to his feet. Having a bit of a difficult time right now. And there's the mist right between the eyes. He got him. And the Shining Wizard, he nails him. Stevie, that should do it. 1, 2, 3, and Muta wins it. Stevie, are you all right? And this one's off and running on the floor. Remember, no disqualifications here between Ivelisse and Taya Valkyrie.
I have a sneaky feeling referee Doug Markham's going to have his hands full here with these two ladies.
And you alluded to their careers having a lot left in them. How much will these two ladies affect each other moving forward after this war?
Well, what will be left of each other when this is over? You can talk to any great champion, past, present, and you could say, again, where did the championship come away from you? Well, it came when I was in a no disqualification match, as more plunder is being brought out from underneath the ring.
You saw that chain, you saw the cookie sheet, there's a trash can, all the goodies coming out here tonight.
Yeah. You took the words right out of my mouth, Kevin Kelly. The plunder is a flying here in Winston-Salem. What a great weekend it has been, and now we see it get down and nasty here with the ladies.
That's Singapore Kane lashing the back of Taya Valkyrie.
Ivelisse not letting up one bit, as these two have a very bitter rivalry extending all over the world. And it's coming down here with the next chapter in Winston-Salem, North Carolina at our 6th annual Wrestlecade event. You see the capacity crowd on hand for this great one. Nobody left the building. No one's going anywhere until they see these two ladies go at it.
Going for broke there and diving all the way to the floor. Ivelisse wiping out Taya Valkyrie.
Well, both these ladies have already proven they're going to put their bodies on the line here tonight. Both ladies crashing hard to the outside floor. No padding protection around the ring. This is going to be a very physical matchup.
We've seen Ivelisse frequently compete in intergender matchups, so she certainly will not back down from Taya Valkyrie.
Laying the leather here to Valkyrie on the outside. Ivelisse with the advantage so far. She's looking for more weapons here. Chair. Steel chair slid into the ring. And a baking pan off the skull.
Yeah.
Taya Valkyrie.
That metal sheet driven right into the head.
As Ivelisse trying to continue the offense, but Taya Valkyrie will fight back here.
Valkyrie scrapping there. She's trying to fight back, but Ivelisse with the advantage here.
Referee's job very simple. Simply to count either a pinfall, a submission, or record a knockout.
We've already seen Doug Markham feel the effects of Carlito's apple. Might need to watch out for some of these weapons in the ring.
DDT.
Plants Taya. Will Ivelisse try to end this one early? Indeed she will. Hooks the outside leg. 1, 2. And a near fall.
Had the near leg grapevine as well.
Ladies showing they're not afraid to go extreme here tonight at Wrestlecade, as we see the chair go back here, wedged in the corner. We've already seen that tonight, and it proved to be very effective in that triple threat match earlier. Will it be effective here for Ivelisse?
That chair now wedged between the top and second rope.
Reversal!
Oh, and Ivelisse gets run face first.
As she bounces right off of that chair. And Taya Valkyrie showing the world why she is the crazy blonde.
Ladies are coming for blood here tonight. Still chair shots to the head, pipe hands. Here's another chair. And she's going to go swing for the head. She ducks.
Tosses it right to Ivelisse. And then the boot right to the face.
And I'm very shocked that neither one of these ladies have been lacerated so far in this matchup with these
chair-assisted
hard
intensity
shots.
leads to a near fall.
Valkyrie going back to the outside. Maybe look. Oh, a chain. Oh, boy.
You were calling for the blood. No better way to open you up than with this steel chain.
We're used to seeing male competitors go to this level, but to see the females go to this extreme with chains and weapons is quite a sight to see, but you can only see it here at Wrestlecade. Oh, man!
Just smashes her right in the head. That logger's chain wrapped around her right hand, and Ivelisse goes all the way to the floor.
And Taya will pursue. And it looks like she will try to continue the offensive assault on the outside.
Oh, in the garbage can. Doug Markham, the official, pleading for some mercy here, but it's anything goes.
As Ivelisse looks laid out now. As Taya.
Ivelisse, she out of the ring?
Well, she's right there at the...
Oh, right between the eyes. And Ivelisse taken out.
When this is quickly turned to a one-sided affair again with that Singapore cane. To Ivelisse having her way with her here.
When you commit a crime in Singapore, the punishment dished out. Singapore cane shots.
As Taya now, what will she do next with Ivelisse? Showing off her parade to their fans in the front row. As she continues to go after Ivelisse.
Valkyrie stalking Ivelisse here, now going for more weapons.
Oh!
Right between the eyes.
Trying to successfully rearrange the facial features of Ivelisse here. And now just going to try to grab her by the hair here, just beating her up here.
Pounding away. At what point does Doug Markham utilize his discretion to maybe call this thing?
Well, right now, Valkyrie well in the driver's seat.
Wait.
Ivelisse isn't going to give up. I believe Ivelisse.
Yeah, it looks like
here.
there is a trickle of blood there. You can see it.
She looks to be opened up right there. You see it coming from her forehead.
Proverbial crimson mask.
You have to think either the trash can shot or perhaps the chair.
Yeah, or maybe it was the chain or one of the Singapore cane shots. Either way, so much damage, so much potential for injury here with this one.
As Taya looking very pleased with her body of work thus far.
This doesn't look good here, gentlemen, as this chair is wedged right into the midsection, and now again wedging another chair. Taya Valkyrie here is doing, oh man, drop kicks it right into the midsection of Ivelisse.
Pulling out all of the stops. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that.
That is very hard to call, folks, but that's very hard to watch as well. As Ivelisse in a lot of pain in an area very tender.
Leg hook too, and she kicks out. Ivelisse kicks out.
The resiliency of Ivelisse coming alive here, but you have to wonder how much gas is left in the tank.
Valkyrie's dominated this match. Double knees, and may have busted her nose right there. Immediately went right to the nose. She may have broke it.
You have to think the blood might flow a little quicker now.
2.
Ivelisse showing us what she's made of here. She's shouldering out after taking a lot of punishment. But now the first offensive strikes in a few moments. Quickly cut off.
As Ivelisse desperately trying to fight back here. And she's dumped to the floor yet again by Taya Valkyrie. Remember, folks, no disqualifications in this one.
But the most important thing here is no disqualification, but the fall must occur in the ring. We've seen a lot of action on the outside. The match still has to be won in the ring. Oh, man, they're going over in the audience here.
First time tonight that anybody's gone over the barricade.
And remember, you never know what you can expect here at Wrestlecade.
Cameras will, I'm sure we'll do our best to bring all this action to you.
A lot of weaponry out there. Look at all those ringside VIP tables there.
I was going to say, certainly a benefit of the VIP table. Front row and center.
We got officials running out here to try to keep our fans safe here. Even promoter Tracy Myers is there as well, as the action has spilled over into the audience of the Benton Convention Center.
As Taya continues to pound away, but Ivelisse comes back, fighting for her life out there.
It's just a big brawl right here. As Ivelisse has took a seat for the moment, but I don't believe she intentionally done that. And look at Valkyrie here.
Mauling Ivelisse as they go deeper and deeper, further and further back into this capacity crowd.
As
this crowd is stunned by what they're seeing here.
They've got to be a good 100 yards or so away from the ring.
Doug Markham is telling them, hey, this match has to get back into the ring. Doug's doing what he can here. There's only so much he can do.
Oh, man.
Security guards, police officers there. You don't know who's going to be able to restrain these ladies.
Ivelisse in a bad way here as Valkyrie inflicts more punishment as they're getting back maybe. Oh, gosh.
Oh,
the
no.
VIP tables are coming into effect here.
As Taya has Ivelisse on top of the table.
And those fans are getting their money's worth out there right now.
She's going to set her up here.
No.
What could this be? Ivelisse sensing danger.
DDT.
Oh, man. Hard impact to the neck of Taya Valkyrie.
That neck snapped right forward.
Not your normal DDT. It's Valkyrie now stunned for the moment. Ivelisse needs to try to mount some sort of combination or some offensive strikes here to get back into this match.
And it looks like we're moving back towards the ringside area as these ladies are up against the guardrail here.
Our camera's trying to follow the action as close as possible. You see great camera work here as Ivelisse trying to get back into this thing. Those kicks now as Valkyrie takes a seat in the front row here, right across the chest.
Ooh, and the super kick right to the temple.
Well placed.
As Ivelisse really trying to fight back here, get into this matchup once again.
Gentlemen, you got to hand it to Ivelisse here. A lot of people were writing her off. I was one of them here. I was sitting here thinking there's no way she's got a chance to get back in this thing, but she's proven us wrong as Valkyrie now head first off the apron.
Ivelisse seemingly has the crowd support now. And like a woman possessed, ramming her head face first against the ring apron.
Very vicious here as Valkyrie now is rolled back into the ring. Ivelisse has an opportunity to capitalize. And this place is going crazy here for these ladies.
As Ivelisse continues to stay on the attack. And throughout this matchup thus far, the weapons have been primarily utilized by Taya, and now it looks like Ivelisse is going to get involved.
Oh my, business picked up.
She's pulling out the heavy artillery.
A ladder has just been introduced.
Taya now sees the ladder, doing all she can to get away from Ivelisse.
As Ivelisse mauls her there. Taya hung up on the guardrail. Now Ivelisse leans that ladder up against the guardrail. Matt, what could you possibly do here?
Valkyrie was trying to get away, and that was the smart thing, but Ivelisse has caught up to her here, and that ladder is leaned up on the barricade over here. Maybe that'll come into play later, but right now these ladies are duking it out here with forearm shots, slaps, and fists. Just a big fight here on the outside. Look out!
And the reverse sends Taya right into the ladder. You have to think if Ivelisse was unable to reverse that, that could have been the end of the match for her.
And if this was a Falls Count Anywhere match, this match would be over, but the fall must occur in the ring.
The crowd certainly into this wild brawl. Everything we've been expecting and more out of this no disqualification matchup. We knew there would be bad blood. We didn't know there would be actual blood, as this one is spilled all over the place.
I want to come back here for Ivelisse just moments ago.
Oh,
down
no.
and out
Oh,
the chair.
no.
Oh, Tyus picks her up here. Road to Valhalla. That's going to do it.
Valkyrie rolls out of the ring, but why?
I don't think that's enough, Matt.
Not satisfied with what she's done so far.
The Road to Valhalla has won her numerous championships. But Kevin, as you said,
plunder. Oh, man.
I don't think she's satisfied. And that table might be just what she was looking for.
The table has been introduced. We've seen just about everything in this matchup, so it doesn't shock us here. Valkyrie is looking to end Ivelisse once and for all.
As Taya stays on the attack, as she's wanting to set up that table now.
Valkyrie goes to set this table up here, gentlemen, as this could be the end for Ivelisse if she successfully executes what she has in mind.
Boy.
But Valkyrie's taking a lot of time, Kevin.
The look on Taya's face. She is savoring this moment right now. She has a mission in mind, and that's to put Ivelisse through that table.
She's savoring it, but taking a lot of
She
time.
needs to be careful, though. Ivelisse back to her feet. Taya trying to secure the table, but Ivelisse back up.
A flurry of shots for Ivelisse. A response from Taya. Front face lock DDT.
Plants her right down. Taya now puts her on the table, looking to end things.
She threw her down with some force on that table as you saw it buckle.
And take a look at the smile on Taya's face. Has her opponent exactly where she wants her.
Even taking time to position that leg just to make sure the table doesn't give way until Taya can put Ivelisse through it.
Valkyrie out to the table!
And Taya goes crashing through the table. Ivelisse looking to capitalize on that miss.
She can get a cover here. This may be the matchup. As Valkyrie went crashing through that table, the chain back into play.
You see that dried blood on the forehead of Ivelisse.
She's looking to strangle Taya to get the victory. We said this could end with pinfall, submission, or a knockout, a referee stoppage. And we might just see that right here.
She's wrenching back on that chain.
Brutality on display here. The chain around the neck is just torquing the body back here.
She's tapping out.
It's over.
Pentagon Jr. with that arm bar, it looked like that cross arm breaker, it looked like he might have done some significant damage on Jason Kincaid. From what I understand, he was not medically cleared to compete in this match here right now, so that's why the Obsession Caleb Konley, the North Carolina native, has been inserted.
Oh, what a great substitute, Caprice.
Absolutely.
A multi-year veteran, a veteran of Wrestlecade, and one of the most decorated champions in independent wrestling today. To be able to you have Caleb Konley available as a substitute, what a coup for Juventude's team.
How much does that say about Wrestlecade to have somebody like Caleb Konley on standby? I mean, think about that.
I mean, we've seen Jack Victory on standby.
Yeah, on standby. And then BJ Whitmer.
And BJ Whitmer and the Taskmaster himself, Kevin Sullivan, coming out here. So literally anything can happen.
Wrestlecade, anything, baby.
As it relates to Wrestlecade. And taking a look here, Juventud Guerrera, for the first time in many, many years, returning to the Mid-Atlantic, a 24-year professional.
You know, when there's a stage like this going on and there's so many athletes from so many different places, a lot of times people will fly in just to be around friends they haven't seen in a long time because it's almost like a reunion. So when I went to the back, I saw some people I hadn't seen on the show yet.
And of course, Juventud Guerrera, a one-time AAA Trios champion. And since this is more of the cruiserweight pace, very well should point out a 5-time cruiserweight champion, 3 times in WCW, as well as 2 times in the WWE. Let's see if the juice will be loose here tonight.
I tell you what, I owe a lot to that man in the ring right now.
And you certainly can't discount Matt Cross, a 15-year professional in his own right. And this guy is very athletic, actually winning gold medals in the rings and vault in the AAU Junior Olympics many years ago.
This guy can move in ways that just aren't supposed to be moved in.
He should meet Timmy Lou Retton. He's another gymnast.
Very good point there, Scott, but we are looking at a trios matchup. Speaking of Lucha Underground Trios Championships, Matt Cross, a 2-time Lucha Underground Trios champion, along with Ivelisse and Angelico.
Look at my man. There's no comparison. These guys is my luchadors.
Standing switch into the top wrist lock by Matt Cross, as Caleb Konley, about 6 feet tall, 205, 210 pounds, a Charlotte, North Carolina native, a member of the TNA roster as well.
I'll tell you what, if anybody could jump right up in there with these guys, it would be Caleb Konley.
And Konley always ready to go.
Nice counter by Cross there.
As he's looking for the tag, as an international showcase, if you will, as you have Team Lucha, then on one side you have the Indian native of Sonjay Dutt, and of course the Mexico native of Juventud Guerrera, and then the local boy himself, the Obsession. Into a pinning combination, 1-2. Referee D.A. Brewer says it's only 1.
The original player from the Himalaya, until very, very recently, the Global Force Wrestling Next Gen champion.
Almost a year.
Look at Caleb Konley go
and Caleb
round and round,
having his way with Matt Cross.
He held that Next Gen title for like 364 days, almost a year.
As Sonjay Dutt, a very accomplished competitor, as you have to give the experience advantage to the Konley Dutt Guerrera team.
Absolutely.
The athleticism, though, might be on the other side of the ring with Ricochet, Matt Cross, and company.
And Matt Cross, a little standoff here with the Obsession. Konley charges in. The go behind. Okada roll blocked by Konley. He charges in. Off the ropes goes Matt Cross. And Konley looks like he's going for a moonsault.
He was trying to do a one-upsmanship.
Pinning combination, 1-2. And there's the tag into Sonjay Dutt, our first time seeing him in this matchup. Jawbreaker by Cross, nice opening right there, and in comes the swerve, Shane Strickland.
We've seen him in the AML before. He is athleticism personified.
Absolutely, this guy's incredible.
Off the
pace
ropes.
has just quickened when these two in the ring.
Goes Dutt. And Shane Strickland has a lot of height advantage here. And look at Strickland.
What? What? What?
Says not on my watch.
What is it? They think they're twins? What's going on?
As you hear the Lucha chants, is this one? We're about in first gear right now, gentlemen. We're about to kick it up a couple notches. As the juice is back in.
Juvi juice, and Juvi wants to tangle with Ricochet. Ricochet's going to take him up on it.
And here comes Ricochet, a 13-year professional out of Paducah, Kentucky.
Oh, left him hanging.
Currently number 15 in the world, the inaugural Lucha Underground champion.
Well, that's the last thing you want to do in a six-man tag is walk away, leaving your team stranded.
As Ricochet, a regular.
That's right, the inventor of the selfie.
In New Japan Pro Wrestling. And yes, Sonny Onoo out there. And of course, Sonny Onoo has some former ties in New Japan Pro Wrestling as well.
Did he come down with one?
He came down with Sanjay's team.
So Sonny Onoo will be in their corner. And of course, Sonny Onoo and Juventud Guerrera, they go back many years to WCW. As Ricochet and Juventud going back and forth right now with forearms. The Irish whip reversal. Ducks underneath the clothesline. One more time. Juventud sends him for a ride. Ricochet goes for the sunset flip, puts on the brakes, and Juventud kicks him right in the side of the head.
He was going for that drop kick. Ricochet blocked it. He pulled his hand down and kicked him in the head anyway.
Got him good.
And without knowing a whole lot about Ricochet, by the look of his tights, I think we might have an Eagles fan.
That would be my educated guess. I have never asked him.
The Irish whip. And Juventud snaps off Hurricane Rana, but Ricochet pops right up into a Hurricane Rana of his own. Nice, beautiful head scissors takeover, rather. And he goes for the clothesline, and Juventud spins him around, spinning neck breaker. And the juice is loose right now in Winston-Salem.
That is a technique that you don't see around here.
And you have to wonder at some point, will we see the 630 senton splash by Ricochet? One of the most impressive high-risk moves in the business today.
Not only the 630 splash, every guy in here has an extremely impressive finishing maneuver.
A lot of high risk in this one, a whole lot of degrees, if you will. A lot of revolutions in the air.
Yeah.
As Sonjay will send Ricochet for a ride. Off the ropes goes Ricochet, and Sonjay catches him with a diving back elbow. Lateral press 1-2. And Strickland tries to break it up.
And Caleb's tagging himself back in.
And Konley back in. As he goes after Ricochet. And all 6 of these men really in incredible shape. You have to be, especially cardiovascularly, if you want to be able to hang at this pace. Konley sweeps the leg. 1, 2, and a near fall. And gentlemen, if you notice, this is not traditional lucha rules. There are tags in this matchup, so it can't be just anybody at any time.
Well, it's just tags, but if somebody goes out the ring, it still leaves somebody else to come in. But you tagged it when you're inside of the ring to bring in another opponent.
As Juventud.
Whoa! The Juice's elbow.
It's the ropes. And drops that elbow right into the heart of Ricochet. 1-2. And a near. And Juventud and Ricochet going back and forth. Ricochet certainly in the wrong corner right now. As Sonjay Dutt pulls him back into the center of the ring. As Ricochet trying to fire away, Dutt trying to block it. Sends him into the corner. And Ricochet pushes him right off. And pumps up.
Wow.
Unbelievable drop kick right there. As there's a tag into Shane Strickland.
Sonjay didn't know what hit him.
Strickland charges in. And he's sent all the way to the arena floor.
It landed with a thud. And now it's all breaking down.
As everybody in the ring right now, Katie bar the door. We've got a Pier Sixer here. As this one's breaking down right in front of us. As Matt Cross and Ricochet trying to work the double team. The Irish whip, and it's reversed by Konley and Guerrera.
Time to go seeing.
And it's time to row the boat.
Look at this. The hamstrings that are being stretched right now.
Torqued back, and wait a minute, Dutt right into the middle. The Hurricane Rana into the pin right in the middle of them. 2. You've got to be kidding me. What a move right there.
Right in the middle, and bingo was his name.
What an incredible sequence by these 6 individuals.
Yeah, D.A. Brewer's lost control completely. All 6 men.
And now Sonny Onoo, he's up on the apron. What is Sonny Onoo up to?
Cell phone.
And Onoo, don't forget he has a martial arts background. And Sonny Onoo.
Awesome. That was a Wrestlecade moment, folks.
Certainly was. 1, 2. And that wasn't enough to close things out, but Sonny Onoo inserting himself into this match and proving to be a difference maker at this juncture.
He is truly the inventor of the selfie.
Yeah, think about it. Who did it before him?
Nobody.
Sends him for a ride. And Sonjay goes for the clothesline, but Strickland has it well scouted. Drops down, pops right back up, and levels Dutt.
What a phenomenal athletic move.
My God, these guys.
And there's the tag. He comes back cross. Here comes Guerrera.
Juventud takes a clothesline.
And Cross now with a series of clotheslines. Cross with the handspring elbow. Nobody there. Juvi misses the splash. He has him. And there's a STO right into the middle turnbuckle. As Guerrera in control right now on Matt Cross.
So many moving entities in this match. I'll tell you what, this is hard to keep up with.
I got to keep both eyes and my neck on a swivel, and I only have one of those.
As Guerrera measuring up Cross now. There's the tag into Konley.
Well, if anybody's going to slow it down, it's going to be Guerrera.
And the obsession back in.
No, it's going to be the ref.
As you look at Team Lucha, 35 years of experience. While you look on the other side, and you're looking at about 53 years of experience.
That's more than half a century.
For the Caleb Konley.
When he broke up the pin, he tried to bring him close to the corner. Caleb Konley pulled him away.
Juventud Guerrera Sonjay Dutt team. And now Sonjay.
I'm locked in a vice.
With a modified, almost abdominal stretch applied. Right in the center of the ring. Ricochet trying to insert himself, but right now Sonjay Dutt exposing that midsection of Matt Cross. And Cross elbowing out of it here. And Dutt has him, picks him up, Cross, flips out of the belly to back, charges into the corner, takes out both of the other partners, and Matt Cross perches himself up there on that middle turnbuckle, and he makes the tag into Ricochet.
Here we go.
And Ricochet using Sonjay's body against him. And now Caleb Konley DDTing his own tag team partner. Here he goes, spins him inside out. And Ricochet with the kick to the back of the head. And I'm not sure if there's any more athletic individual in the game today.
Well, when you said that,
maybe it's tag team partner.
It's just rolled in the ring.
As here comes Shane Strickland. Here we go. Stereo dives. We've got a Fosbury flop, and we've got a tope called Hilo. It's all-out high-flying warfare here at Wrestlecade 5. And here comes Matt Cross. Will the third time be a charm? Here we go. The handspring somersault over the top. Gentlemen, moves are being invented right in front of our eyes.
These guys are amazing. I don't even believe the crowd knows what they're in for. To set up a match like this, the people you had to bring in.
A true Lucha Libre showcase right here. And the crowd eating this up with a spoon. As Ricochet now has Sonjay in the corner. And Sonny Onoo has to be a little bit concerned now about his team.
Sonjay with the reverse.
And Dutt charges in. Right to the middle turnbuckle. And a modified 619. Here comes Ricochet. The springboard. There's the clothesline. 1, 2, and 2.5.
Oh, I thought that was it. He really nailed him with that clothesline. But Sonjay able to escape out the back door while Sonny Onoo approves.
And Ricochet now, he might be trying to close things out. Could the Benadryller be on the way? As Sonjay elbowing out of it here. Sonjay off the ropes. And the educated feet on display of Team Lucha. And look at Shane Strickland. Standing shooting star press. 2, 3, no!
Thought that was it.
And it was 2.5. D.A. Brewer says it was only 2.
Well, I'm trying to do my job here, but I'm stuck in this match. My mouth is open. I'm at awe. This is a very awesome spectation going on here, man. It's awesome.
As this crowd enjoying this match to its fullest extent. Here we go. Could be the Benadryller on the way. Fireman's carry position, well scouted by Sonjay Dutt. Here we go. And the the Sonjay cutter.
Yep, he went for it. Lands on his feet. What
pops up. Here we go. Twist him around into the DDT.
My God, people are standing on their feet.
And Sonjay Dutt spikes down Ricochet. Shane Strickland and Matt Cross are down. But both of the partners of Dutt are in. And here comes Caleb Konley. He calls in Juventud Guerrera. And the double team now. Here come the educated feet of Sonny Onoo's team, and they both jack him right down.
Standing senton by that right there.
1, 2, and again a near fall. Both of these teams back and forth right here.
Caleb Konley now again with the double team with Juventud.
They're going to send Ricochet for a ride. He ducks underneath the double clothesline. Nice. And the double kick here. As Ricochet, a double cutter.
My mouth is agape and I'm shaking my head. I don't believe what I'm seeing half the time.
As Ricochet, there's the tag into Shane Strickland. Ducks underneath the clothesline. Does Caleb Konley. And Shane Strickland, a little swerving right here. He charges into the corner. And there's the step up Itsuguri. Strickland now. Here we go.
He's gonna spike it.
Oh! Gory special, gory bomb! Hits the gory bomb! Konley rolls him over. No! He picks him up!
He's gonna try to turn him over.
What is Konley going for here? He picks him up. Oh! I thought he was going for the cradle shock. Here we go. Konley picks him up again. He's got him in fireman's carry position. Here it comes. Cradle shock. That's gonna do 1, 2. Oh! How does Strickland kick out of the cradle shock?
Nobody kicks out of the cradle shock.
Oh my goodness.
Absolute wall-to-wall action right here. Sonjay, Dutt, Juventud Guerrera, Caleb Konley. They're trying to close this out right here against Shane Strickland. Pick them up. They jack them both down. They flip them over. Konley has them. Wheelbarrow position. And there's a code breaker. Sonjay goes for the springboard. Acai moonsault right on the lower back. Juvi's got the pin. Wait, Konley's up. Konley, there it is. That pendant moonsault. Juvi's up. 2. Oh, and another kick out.
What else can you do to a man?
And Sonjay Dutt.
How did Strickland kick out of that?
And you listen to the crowd here chanting "Fight Forever." This match will go down in the history of Wrestlecade as one of the most high-flying affairs we've ever seen. Konley has him in the waistlock. Strickland's going to grab that top rope. He's going to be forced to break now. What else is in the offense of Konley, Dutt, and Guerrera? And there's a cutter by Kincaid. Or excuse me, by Strickland.
My goodness, so much.
As a lot of action right here.
Matt Cross wants to get in this match, and Strickland makes the tag.
And Matt Cross finally back in as Team Lucha looking to regain the advantage and close this one out. The Irish whip into the opposite buckle. Here comes Sonjay. And D.A. Brewer trying to send him back to the corner. Here comes Matt Cross and finally hits that handspring elbow. And he's going to do it again. He grabs him, flips him around. Here we go. And it's the flatliner DDT combination by Matt Cross. 1, 2.
He forgot about Juventud.
And Juvi's going to break it up. And the juice sends Cross. Oh, he's trying to send to the outside. And Cross comes right back with a cutter. Konley with that spinning back fist. Patented Caleb Konley offense. And the roundhouse by Ricochet. And he just gets nailed with a super kick. There's the running knee. Ducks underneath the clothesline. Roundhouse kick by Strickland off the ropes. Juvi's going to cut him off. And Juvi.
Backwards.
Oh, reverse Hurricane Rana. Oh, my. As Ricochet, he's back to his feet. Here comes Caleb Konley. They are the legal men, and Ricochet with that right hand. Caleb retaliates with a left. These two going back and forth, tooth and nail right in the center of the ring.
This match can end at any moment now.
And Ricochet with a European uppercut tries to come right back. Konley
We're at a stage now where everybody's pulling out all they have.
They're emptying the tank.
Bodies laying all over the ring.
Absolutely. It's anybody's game now.
As Ricochet and Caleb Konley both colliding with each other at the same time. Stereo bicycle kicks.
Same thing in mind. That might be it for them tonight.
Sonjay back to his feet.
As Sonjay and Shane Strickland going at it. Matt Cross and Juventud Guerrera. As Konley is down along with Ricochet.
Juvi's back up.
Juvi's got him. Juvi driver.
Juvi
driver. He nails it.
He didn't hold on to it, though.
As Matt Cross, heads up move, rolls out of the ring. But a bicycle kick by Strickland. A bicycle kick by Dutt. The training wheels are off these bicycles.
It's going to be a unicycle. They keep kicking.
And Sonjay sends him into the opposite corner. Strickland off the ropes. And Strickland, the exploding kick in the corner. Ricochet now misses the pump kick. Konley with the roundhouse. The action not letting up. Ricochet has him. Northern Light suplex. He flips back over. Almost a page out of your playbook, Caprice.
I'm watching.
And he rolls over the suplex.
He modified it enough.
He's got him.
What in the world?
Doomsday device.
He set him up. He's on his shoulders. Strickland with the double stomp off the top.
That's it.
That's got to do it.
That's it.
And Matt Cross, he's going up there. It could be death from above if Cross is able to hit that corkscrew 450. Instead, stereo tope suicidas. That's going to take them all out. Matt Cross is up top. Caleb Konley's down. Here comes death from above. 2, 3. And Team Lucha gets the win.
Wow.
That was the top 10 matches from Wrestlecade Weekend's Super Show. What'd you think?
Well, this is usually the part of the weekend where everybody's deodorant is completely worn off. Everybody's sweated for 12 straight hours, and they're exhausted and going back to the hotel room or back to the house.
But it's almost worth it because the matches are so awesome, and it's a great day.
It's usually 3.5 full hours of the most exciting things ever, but yes.
Yeah, and of course, we get to the convention center around 5 a.m., and we end up leaving to get something to eat around 11 p.m., and we get back to the hotel and unwind mentally and physically about 1 a.m., and then we start all over on Sunday. That's okay. It's all worth it. All the memories.
That's right.
But this year, we can't do it. So
Sitting
we get to rest. We're sitting here. You know, I'm a little grayer. You're a little balder.
A lot balder than I was.
I'm a lot
2012.
fatter. You know.
I went the other way there.
Yeah, you did good. I'm proud of you. But nonetheless, we hope you enjoy those top 10 matches. So what was your favorite match?
It's hard. But I'm going to say for me, personally, it was getting to see George South, somebody that's been with us since day one. Just like Top Rope Belt, somebody that believed in us since day one. Didn't really know what was going on, but he's got to grow with us, and getting to see him challenge Muta was, I mean, just the atmosphere in the air when that happened. Man, it was good. That was good stuff.
Yeah, I got to say that was probably the one time during any of the shows where I actually lost my voice. And we knew what was going on.
Right.
We knew what was going to happen. But the energy and the excitement, and I came out into the arena.
And nobody in the arena knew who was coming through the curtain.
It was an open challenge. Muta had an open challenge. And a little backstory, Great Muta is in the United States like 3 times in the past decade, right? For any wrestling event. Maybe stretching that a little bit, not much.
Super rare appearance.
Super rare appearance, and even rare in the ring.
Right.
He's done conventions and done autograph signings, but in the ring, in gear, in his mask, with the mist, it's rare to see, and took a lot of finagling would be the word I would probably use here.
Nicely put.
Yes, a lot of finagling to get him in that ring and in that match. So, but you're right. Somebody who's been there since day one for us and is our wrestling mentor for Wrestlecade Weekend, which came before AML Wrestling.
Oh, yeah.
And he stayed with us and is still with us. So, and I'm glad he had that moment. But as a wrestling fan, and being totally selfish here, I'm glad we had that moment as wrestling fans, because Muta is just one of those rare guests, and in the ring, even rare. And to see him with Sonny, which harkens back to his days in WCW, in full gear, and the electricity truly in the crowd, not from, this is our show type electricity, but everyone stood up when the music hit. Everyone stood up when the music hit. Right. And it was pretty chilling.
And it ends with, the NWA title getting kind of laid out in the ring. Nothing happened there, but
no.
Still a moment.
Yeah. It was a moment.
Still a
Lots
moment.
man, so many WrestleCade moments, period.
And we take credit. I don't think we've ever publicly taken credit, but that's when Matt Hardy become broken at WrestleCade Weekend.
You are correct.
Publicly just taking credit for that now.
Yes.
Bloody mess after that.
Yes, that
match
was
for the WrestleCade title.
That was nasty, and it was legit.
Yes.
You know, you can say a lot of things about the world of professional wrestling, but that was not planned. And
Matt Hardy is a tough dude.
Yeah, tough dude, and we're sitting there. Oh my goodness, what are we gonna do now? Because he was busted wide open, and went and had staples, not stitches.
Right.
And it was nasty.
Phenomenal guy. Was the face of WrestleCade for
years.
Really.
And we actually owe him a lot as well, because he's another one of those guys that showed up and said, you know, I'll be your champion. I'll represent. I'll take the title. He used the title in some TNA. I believe it was TNA then, but wherever he was at the time, TNA, I'm pretty sure he had those in some backstage segments, the WrestleCade title. So that was very cool. And we appreciate that. And we got to spend some time with him and his family at the Hardy compound later on because of our association. Not trying to put ourselves lower, but that was a really cool moment too. I mean,
really cool moment for us.
Yeah. But it all came from WrestleCade Weekend, the whole point. And the fans who have been to WrestleCade Weekend time and time again, they talk about meeting the wrestlers not only in the venue, but afterwards in the hotel, because it's a huge setup, but it's still intimate at the same time, because you see them checking in, you see them checking out, you see them pull the cars around, you see them in the restaurants and the bars and sitting outside and, you know, just hanging out with the fans, which is all without sneaking around, I guess.
Right.
You know, in a lot of wrestling shows, you can sneak to the back and you can always find somebody, but that's not the way it is at WrestleCade Weekend. And family is probably overused in wrestling or any business, but I really do think we see these same people year after year, and they do feel like our family, you know.
And at the end of the night, my feet don't hurt. I don't have.
That's good.
I don't have 42,000 steps.
Yeah.
Didn't walk around FanFest 215 times.
Yeah. But
miss it.
We do miss it, and hopefully we'll be back next year. But and look, I hope you enjoyed the best of the Super Show. Before you go to bed tonight, first of all, set it in your phone or your calendar if you're still writing stuff in your day timer. Date myself a little bit.
Day 3.
There. Day 3 is coming up tomorrow, 8 o'clock, the same places, WrestleCade Facebook and YouTube, or Title Match Wrestling Facebook and YouTube. Be sure to watch, 8 o'clock. It's the rest of the best. And this is the hodgepodge moments. On Sundays, people, if you've never been or you don't stay for Sunday, because that's a travel day for the folks who live away, we have, it's a packed day. We usually have a panel on Sunday morning after church. We have a panel of some kind. We've had ECW reunion, WCCW reunion.
You went from George Southgate in the Mist to preaching on Sunday.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And then we go to Queens of Combat, to AML Wrestling event the day after, which started closing off the event 2 years ago, I think. So, however, the things that weren't in the top 10 that we couldn't include from Friday night, which is Showcase of Champions, the Super Show, which is Saturday, or any of the stuff from Sunday, still tons of great matches coming up tomorrow for Rest of the Best. That's right, I got it. As WrestleCade Weekend continues to go virtual, because God knows we can't do this thing in person because of the COVIDs.
So everybody stay safe.
Yep.
Thanks for joining us tonight.
Oh, and go to shopwrestlecade.com.
Right.
Yeah. That helps us continue to give to charity, and you can get some really cool wrestling memorabilia, some really expensive stuff, or some cheap stuff.
Or get some DVDs, see some matches that were on some of these shows that you didn't get to see tonight.
Yeah. All the panels are there, too. We have all those on DVD. So.
Even the roast of Jim Cornette.
Oh, yeah.
That's
which was
too.
year 1. That is good, and not for the familiar.
Yeah, that's
it's not family friendly at all.
Nope, not that.
Still hurts my ears a little bit, and I'm almost, I'm on up there a little bit. So, but we'll see you tomorrow night at 8 o'clock for WrestleCade Weekend Goes Virtual Night 3.